Yeah, everyone sounds fine as far as I can tell.
Yeah, we are live.
So
Everybody, we are
something
live.
fun about how I'm stuck here because we had a snowstorm in Boston, so I'm not in Vegas for Dice, trying to get a job. And what's funny is that now I'm going to fly out Thursday at 8:30 a.m. and now we're finding out that we might have another snowstorm on Wednesday.
Oh no!
night.
Great.
No.
So I might not be going anywhere. So to you folks watching who are in Cambridge, I know you are the most generous of the people in the Boston area. So I will be outside the Dunkin' Donuts at Central Square with an empty cup. So please give generously and give often.
Oh, and Single and Lovin' It says the sound is fabulous. The game actually, do we have any dropped frames?
Of course. This
Oh
is
my
when
God.
everything comes together, right?
Yeah, right.
The exact moment that everything falls apart forever.
Okay, well, paying attention. We're finally pulling it together, guys. Come on. Love us. What did we ever do to you, mommy?
We got
Anyway.
we got 2 hours and 18 minutes to make this thing really stick.
Sweet.
Hey guys, we need to nail it this time. So everybody curse a lot, and then immediately come up with a Spaceballs quote immediately afterwards, just so that we nail it. We just keep everything nice and consistent and locked in.
Yeah, okay, that doesn't sound too difficult.
Duke, but we're gonna. All right, you know what? First things first. I'm just gonna Can you do the camera thing where you look at people's butts in this Smash Brothers?
Yeah. Yeah, you just pause it and you go right into a photo mode.
You just go right into
manipulate
photo
the camera
mode
all over.
butts. We just get right in there.
Yeah.
Everybody, we are welcome to the final true Joystiq Streams pre-show. This, as they say, is it. You probably can't hear it, but we're all pouring champagne and listening to Under Pressure by Queen and David Bowie really, really loudly right now. And it's a...
See, what you don't understand, to quote Vanilla Ice, it's dun 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 dun, where our song is dun 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 dun.
Yes, precisely.
And that's why Ice Ice Baby is not the same as Under Pressure.
It's totally different. It's a totally different thing.
Totally different song.
By the way, just to give you guys a little teaser, I promised Ludwig that the last things that would go out on our Twitter and Facebook and everything would be the second to last thing would be his article, and then we would just have a little official last message on Twitter. I told him, don't worry, we'll have song lyrics somehow in the message.
Can they be really inappropriate song lyrics, like a line from a Notorious B.I.G. song?
Well, yeah, I just tweeted out the entire lyrics to Crossroads by Bone Thugs and Harmony, the whole thing. I miss my Uncle Charles, yo, you gotta get down. No.
That song, by the way, was the best addition to the new versions of Grand Theft Auto 5. Screw the new graphics. It's all about Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Bone Thugs is in PS4 GTA 5? I didn't even realize.
It's in among the 15,000 songs or however many are on there.
So I've got a little bit of time on my hands. Should I get GTA 5 for PS4?
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
I should do that, right? Oh,
I heard
also,
it made.
You know what?
Didn't it make Joystiq's top 40 of 2013?
I think it was number 36.
Something like that, yeah. Just barely squeaked in. It beat out Irritating Stick 3.
Wait a second. Are there multiple irritating sticks?
No, there's just one.
There's just the one.
I want to live
All
in
the
this
sequels
world
exist in
where
my head.
I want to live in that world where it's an annualized franchise.
Yeah, right.
Irritating Stick 2014.
Why
now
do
with
I
Connect.
why do I have a global smash power of 1 million? This game is saying things to me. I
just got that too.
It is.
I haven't been online in a while.
Can you guys invite me to this game, by the way? I'm just sitting here...
Hold on. I just opened an online game. I'm creating a room for friends.
I wish we had Thomas on the stream because you know how we've been doing the whole Team Butts thing because of Valve and everything. But Thomas has a video of me being prescient at Gamescom last year.
It's amazing.
Being like, butts, HR dot get butts. I should drop that in the chat.
That's pretty good.
I love
like
that
a lot.
video so much.
We're all aboard the butts train way before
Anthony's
any
room
of
is
us.
open. We can get this butt train rolling.
Everybody, my room is wide open. Come on in.
Why is that sexual? Why does that become creepy?
Everybody, my room is open. I apologize.
Why?
It was a nice professional website we had once.
Duke, need to drop a huge F-bomb in the final cast.
Who? What?
A Duke in the chat. One of our most regulars, and I mean that in the most loving way I possibly can. Not like regular, like Metamucil regular. I mean like a
Fair
regular
enough.
viewer, like a good friend.
State Farm is there?
State Farm is there. I don't understand those commercials because J.K. Simmons is not comforting to me.
No, that's farmers.
Crap.
Up.
Everybody, we do have a large swath of the Joystiq crew with us right now. A few of the others will be late. We are waiting on Ludwig Kitzman and Richard Mitchell, Zav D'Amato, Sam Prell, and Thomas Schulenberg to join us. They will
Just like a man.
Just like a man. They will join us eventually. Nex has joined.
Yeah,
Wow,
sorry,
I'm
I
gonna
dropped
be-
out because I forgot to select my proper controls.
I'm going to be out. Oh, guys, do you want Brawl Sack in on this? My
Oh,
sinister
God.
amiibo.
He'll kill us all.
The Brawl Sack, the Destroyer. He's in the other room. I'd have to go get him.
Yeah, dude, bring in some
Yeah, all right.
amiibos.
Hold on.
Yeah, wake him from his
Your
slumber.
amiibo,
Wake
your
him from his
amiibo is
slumber.
drunk in the other room.
Hey!
Brawl sack.
Better go
All
wake
right,
him
okay.
up now.
Hi everyone. Yay.
Hello!
Hey.
Jess.
Hi, I'm just here to talk. I'm not playing. I don't have a Wii U.
That was really sad. Aw.
I want one now. I didn't want one for a long time, and now I do.
You know, I have
You
been
should.
strongly
They suddenly got
considering
good.
all week getting one.
I know.
should.
Yeah,
Just last
Hey.
year, man, they got amazing.
it's a
Where-
thing. Yeah.
Where's the amiibo? Amiibo's sleeping. Guess you're gonna have to wake him up now, won't you? Alexander, come on. I pitched that one right to you.
I'm busy. I keep having issues.
Wait, how do I... Why can't I add him? I'm putting him on the controller. Eh. Is that... Danny, have you ever played with an amiibo online?
No, I haven't. That would be interesting, though.
I'm trying to figure out... Why
Do you
can't
know
I
if you
change...
can play with an amiibo online?
I think
Oh
you
yeah, that
can.
may not even be possible. I don't know.
I think you can do it if you set it up on, like, right before you get to the online screen, there's a thing where it says 1 or 2 players.
Oh,
Try setting
okay.
amiibo as the second player.
Alright, so I will... Alright, I'm gonna close the lobby then. And we'll reopen it.
Everything got complicated.
Everything's different now.
Okay, I'm bringing in one of my amiibos then, too.
2 players. You have to go back to the menu.
What? How am I not authorized to put stuff in the chat?
What do you mean?
Oh.
You totally just did. There's a
Did you-
YouTube link.
Oh, is there?
Yeah,
okay.
I see it.
'Cause according to mine, I don't have authorization.
No, I can see it too.
I was about to say.
Hey, Sinan!
I still
are we
got
joining
2 hours and
Danny's
10
room?
minutes to do whatever I want.
What was that?
Are we joining Danny's room?
I don't have a room. Do I have a room?
It said you did, and now
Yeah.
you don't. Okay, no, never mind. It lied to me.
Okay.
It's a room.
It's like I saw a ghost.
Oh, no. You guys are both in there, so I'll just join that room.
No, don't do it.
What? I'm not in there. That's a lie.
Make a room.
It's just as these typical super organized Joystiq streams.
Yeah.
Sinan, that's how I do it,
It's still
man.
technically
It's like
Tuesday.
the Don't Starve Together stream.
I
You
like
had
that-
one
I
last
like that
job.
thick British cynicism. That's delicious. I'll miss
You know,
that.
that's British optimism. You don't want to see British cynicism.
That is so true.
I love the idea of you had one last job.
You had one last job.
You had one last thing you needed to do confidently. Alright, so Derek Sanskrit says you can't use Amiibo in online play. Bibowski says you have to go back to the menu.
Alright, so how does this work? Do you need something?
I'm gonna try it.
Alright.
I say start the room, and I will put an Amiibo in there. We'll see if it works.
Alright, I am going to start the room.
Good.
Ludwig
Start the
Kitzman
room.
is now on the air, everybody. That is Mr. Ludwig Kitzman. Yodel,
Hi.
have you noticed
Welcome.
that I got it on lockdown. The sound worked, the game worked, everything's working.
Don't jinx it.
No, don't jinx it. With friends.
Now, if only we could start the room.
I am starting the room. Create room.
Room. Come on.
You can't change the rules of battle. Somebody else can change the rules of battle, but I can't. So I have to make it stock. That's how I like it. I like it stocky.
Yeah, we gotta do stock. That's the real way to play.
Yeah, totally.
Alexander, I mean, I'm about girth. And
When I kill somebody, I want them to stay dead. You're a thick dude.
Yeah, man.
HR docket.
HR for days.
You can't be fired on the last day. It's the rules.
So,
Actually, technically,
wait,
Alex.
hold on, back this up. So one of the things that I had to hold back from my Joystiq Remembers thing is the part where I talk about Anthony, and I'm just like, yeah, we were both club kids in the late 90s. The thing that I had to skip about that was we may have hooked up.
All right, so Alexander and
We
I.
settled that. Okay.
All right,
You
we probably didn't make out.
Probably.
Because
Wait,
the number,
what?
The number.
Hold on. Yeah.
What?
This
No,
happened.
okay. So the number of people that the number of men that I made out with in Syracuse, New
Very
York,
complex for
was
last day.
limited. However, me and Alexander and I used to go to the same drag queen dance club in Syracuse in the late 90s.
There was
Whoa,
only
cool.
one.
Literally, there was only one.
I believe that.
And
yeah.
it was because and as a former high school friend of mine said when I bumped into him there, what? The music's really good here.
All right, wait. Next, you're occupying 2 spaces of the lineup, so Luddy and Mike can't get in.
That's why. Okay.
That's why.
Oh,
So, all right.
crap. Okay. Yeah.
Move your
the
big
reason
ass.
You can't do the amiibo thing. That
Yeah.
doesn't work.
All right. So you kick out of this room. Now there are
doing
2
that.
spots. So yeah. So this bar, I used to go there with my girlfriend and our girlfriend.
Ooh.
And it was one of the only places with decent dancing in Syracuse. So we would go, and it was great. They had a great DJ, really just ancient queens dancing who were my favorite people in the world. And as I put it to Alexander, and he agrees, what was the loneliest Mortal Kombat 4 arcade cabinet on Earth in the back
In
of
fairness,
the
that was a
All
bad
Mortal
one.
Kombat.
Yeah, of all Mortal Kombat. Well, it was 1999, so
That's true.
Yeah,
It was the right
1999
time
was kind
for
of a
that.
terrible year now that I think about it. But Anthony, you don't have to justify your alternative lifestyle to us. What you and your wife do in the privacy of your own home with another woman is your own life.
Well,
you know?
this
It's none of
was-
our
I
business.
kind of want to hear about it, though. I mean, you can go into a little detail.
I kind of do too. I think you should be writing secret anonymous
Hold on, let me
fiction
get the
on
warm
internet
lotion
somewhere.
first.
yeah.
Still telling me the room is full. I don't know. Did you guys make room for me?
We have,
We only have room for 4 players.
only
I
have
don't
room
think
for
it
4
can
this
do
round.
more than that.
Right.
but you will be
Oh, okay.
there momentarily.
We can swap out every other match or something.
Yes.
We don't need to take orders from you anymore, Luddy.
That's
Uh,
right.
And,
Aw.
and
Oh, yeah.
next,
See, Letty, you have to think of this as the end of Labyrinth. You have no power over me.
I always have power over you.
feel
as
me,
long
love
as
me.
you're wearing a codpiece,
and spandex pants.
It's pretty obvious none of you read
always
the
have
fine
power.
print.
Fear me, love me, and I will be your slave.
Dance,
What?
magic dance.
How many of us are playing today?
Oh,
So-
hey, Mike Suzik.
Alright, Mike. All four of us are on. Ludwig is on. Sinan, are you playing, or are you just hanging out on the call? Okay.
Yes.
I think he left.
He's neither of those.
We made him sad.
And
Oh,
I know
God.
that Richard is going to play once again. Jeez, I'm already just
What
fed
is
off the world.
happening to both of you?
Wait,
You guys know how to
did
play
someone
this
else pick the same link as me? Is that what happened? Oh no, someone's Marth. Okay,
No,
I see.
I'm
There's
Marth,
a
yeah.
fire emblem.
Dude, swords. They all look the same.
No!
Yeah.
No!
Son of a biscuit.
Gyroid Psycho Crusher.
Son of a bleep!
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, there's not much detail to give. It's not that saucy. You know, we had a relationship that involved 3 people. It was very emotionally fraught, and I really wouldn't recommend it when you're 17 unless you are very mature, which we were
Oh,
not.
man.
you.
Oh
This
my
is
Poor
gosh.
thing.
Yeah. Yup.
Aw.
That's
Were any
hard
of you
when you're an adult.
tied up in a closet and or dungeon?
I mean,
Was it one of those?
how regularly?
Depends,
Oh,
man.
crap. Crap.
Oh, crap.
Stay away from me. Stay away from me. Stay away from all of us.
I've got balloons on my adorable little girl face.
Hit him in the butt. Hit him in the butt.
No, not
Yeah!
Yeah, go beat up Pac-Man, totally. That's fine.
Anyone
I was
but
so
Pac-Man.
sad until now. I am awake.
Everybody in the chat, you should probably know that Mike Suzik has been awake for, what, 36 hours at this point?
29, 20, 30?
30 hours.
Mike
I
doesn't
said
need
that
sleep.
an hour ago.
Mike's a tough guy.
Oh my god.
Tough guys don't need sleep.
He can sleep tomorrow.
Yeah.
I can sleep as long as I don't have a job. I'm fine.
Sleep
That's a
forever.
good way to look at it. I like that. Yeah.
Now
Oh,
just
man.
watch. I'll get like a call for an interview tomorrow.
Oh, that would be
Like
terrible.
right now.
I can see why you'd be really upset by that.
I would be
Oh,
very
you said it
upset.
for time.
I didn't even get
I
to
just
pick up
now
a
noticed.
tree.
Sudden death. Oh god.
Oh, great. Sword
Single,
bros. That's
single
cool.
and loving it. Anthony is a walking
Novel.
Seinfeld episode.
Yeah.
Mike, I wasn't even looking!
It's not Destiny. I will stab you in the back. Joystiq is over, okay? It's every man for himself.
That's right.
That's how we're doing it.
All of the
Alright.
blood packs
Let's
are
do
off.
Oh, the blood. Oh no!
Yay.
Alright, Ludwig, I'll back out, and when I back out, it won't close the room. It'll just keep the room open with you 3.
Hey guys, can I vote that I host the room? I have better bandwidth than Anthony does.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Sure. Well, I mean, it's like I've backed out of hosting the room, so
Okay. I'll start a room. Everybody join my room in a second. It'll be well furnished. There will be punch. It'll be
Alright.
awesome.
Electria makes a very good point. I think chat won that sudden death since they were the ones that killed me, rather than Mike. I think that might be true.
That was a crowdsourced effort right there.
Okay. Well, then, as a result, I will hold out. I'll sit out this one for sure.
Oh, okay.
So Ludwig, join.
We're doing stock, boys and girls. Well,
and Sam is on.
friends
Sam,
with,
Sam is.
Nex.
Sam Prell is here. Is Sam Prell on the call?
Yeah, I am, and I was actually just about to say that Nex, I don't appear to be friends with you
well, why?
on.
God,
This
guys,
is
what
typical,
is...
typical Nex behavior.
What?
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm just very unfriendly and hateful because of childhood trauma. I never
Yes.
got that Teddy Ruxpin I wanted. So
Oh,
it's just been rage and angst since then.
Next, do you want to type in your Nintendo
Ruxpin.
Network ID?
Yeah, but first I gotta figure out what the hell it is. Hold on.
It's Teddy Ruxpin 82.
That's
Sam,
not
I
right.
need you to turn your gain down just a little bit.
Okay, here's the problem. Smash Brothers doesn't let you go to the home menu from anywhere. Okay, there we go.
yeah. No, it's so weird how it blocks you out from going to the home menu
Yeah.
with like
And,
any
like,
kind
everything.
of regularity.
terrible. Okay, it's E. Cavalli, my first initial and my last name. Somebody else type that out because I'm Skyping from my iPad.
Yeah,
I don't want to do tappy tappy.
ECAV.
I got it.
A double L.
I wonder.
Alright.
Sweet, I received a friend request. Look how popular I am. Accepto.
So I just went and got my groceries delivered. Have you guys not actually started playing yet?
Oh, we
Just got your what? Wait.
Yeah, Pac-Man
10
won big
minutes
time.
I
He
spent
killed everybody.
getting my groceries delivered, and you guys haven't started.
You get groceries
No.
delivered? What is that?
Yeah, we have people who can deliver groceries.
That's
We're
a
not-
thing?
Yes,
Is
that
this,
is
is this
that
like
is
a
a
Harry
thing.
Potter thing?
Are
over
you
there?
rich?
No,
What's going on?
So when you live,
I'm unemployed.
This is my
What do you think?
grocery butler.
All the secrets come out at the end. Sinan has secretly been an Earl this entire time. He lives in Downton. We just had
Knew it.
no idea.
Oh.
Lord
Okay, that's not
Sinan cover.
We just assume all British people live in Downton because we're Americans and dumb like that.
Yes.
I wasn't going to say it, but you know.
I've watched enough BBC to know how you people really feel about us. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're all judgy.
Pretty much.
I guess it's now 3 p.m. We could do a
Okay.
proper introduction, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Joystiq Streams. My name is Anthony John Agnello, Joystiq Community Manager for at least 2 more hours.
1 hour and 57 minutes.
1 hour, 57 minutes. And
Booyah.
today we wanted to do something that we love as a group as much as we could. And that's play some really dumb video games where we can get to yell at one another. There is a huge swath of the Joystiq crew on the call right now. Hopefully we will have some other people joining us momentarily. I would like to introduce to you first, because today he has achieved Herculean things, getting up a staggering number of podcasts in a very short period of time. Mr. Mike Suzik. Hello, Mike.
Hey guys, I'm happy to be here.
Mike has been through the Looking Glass. He has transcended space and time and knows
He
things about
is
reality.
the Looking Glass now.
We will never know the things that he has seen.
God, I don't even really know the things I've seen, honestly.
Next up, Lord Grantham himself, Joystiq's UK editor, Sinan Kubba. Hello, Sinan.
How do you do?
I've been waiting years for him to say that.
You don't have to have more of an accent. You already sound like royalty to us. We're peasants.
Oh God! And next we have the reigning deity of strawberritas, Mr. Danny Cowan.
Oh, I'm gonna drink so many of those tonight. Hi, I'm Danny Cowan. How's it going?
We also have senior reporter Jessica Lynn Condit, straight from Nashville. She is blowing up the country music charts, and you will not believe how she sings like an angel but plays guitar like the devil.
Howdy, y'all.
That was so elaborate.
That's my full
Yeah, all
title.
I got was I like to drink.
Danny, I don't even.
Attention for the rest of us.
I don't know what your middle name is. Jess is the only one who I've created a fictional
My
backstory
name is
for.
Jessica Lynn Condit. Thank you very much.
Mike Jessica Leon Condit,
Yeah,
who
I'll
is
just-
currently trying to
By the
murder
way,
the.
Danny's middle name is Orita.
My middle name is Byron, like the romantic author
Really?
Byron, Lord
Is it
Byron.
really?
Yes,
Did
it
he own a
is.
bear?
Oh, that's
Danny
fucking
Byron
awesome.
Cowan?
Whoa, did he? Did he own a bear?
I believe
I
he
want
owned
a
a bear
bear.
in college, which I respect in a person.
Man, that rules. All right,
I'm owed a bear. I'm gonna have to look into this. Anyway.
we need to get back to Lord Byron because I want to talk about the best thing about Lord Byron in the world. But to continue introducing people, on Skype, he is a teddy bear. In real life, he is one of the most ferociously independent and awesome people I've ever met, Mr. Sam Prell. Hello, Sam.
I'm a teddy bear?
On the Skype screen, you appear as a little Jedi bear.
Oh, that. Yo, okay, I see what you're saying. Yes.
Yeah. People can't see that. Only we can. That's how you do. That's good radio. That's good audio, right there.
Don't get so so offended, okay?
You gotta paint a picture with your words.
Sam Prell is a big old bear.
He's a big old bear.
I'm probably the least bear-like of this entire crew, other than Jess.
That's probably true. We also have the man who can probably, under the right circumstances, make Don Rickles cry. Ernest Cavalli, one of the most sincere critics I have ever met. Hello, Ernest.
John Rickles is dead, so that would be quite an accomplishment.
Don Rickles is dead?
John Rickles, I believe, has been dead for a few years.
He's been dead for a little while now, yeah.
Since he's a very old man.
He was a very old man. Yeah, he was the oldest Mr. Potato Head. Were Don Rickles still alive? You could probably...
It's a huge compliment. He's phenomenal. I love Don Rickles.
You could probably make Rip Torn cry. How about that?
Wow.
Actually,
It's
it's
true.
not that
Everyone
hard.
who was in Toy Story is now dead.
Tim Allen dead at 63. That's my guess.
It's gonna be really sad when we hear that headline in like 3 months. You know, that's a real thing.
We also have, speaking of headlines, and someone who is a master of them, our news content director, Alexander Slewinski, live from Boston instead of Las Vegas, because planes are stupid.
And so are snowstorms.
And so are snowstorms.
I'm glad I got to be here for the end.
Yeah!
You were upset yesterday when you found out, like, oh wait, you're not even gonna be here.
I was not happy. I was very unhappy about it. I was not happy.
But I'm here. I'm here for the end.
Yeah.
Our last hour and 52 minutes.
Last hour and 52 minutes, and finally, we do have some others hopefully joining us in a little while. Thomas Schulenberg, Richard Mitchell, Zab D'Amatos. But here now, kicking some ass, is Ludwig Kitzman, our editor-in-chief. Hello, Ludwig.
Hi. Also, correction, I'm not very good at this.
I was
By
trying.
which I mean Smash Brothers.
I was trying to pump you up.
Also, isn't he Mr. Ludwig Kitzman now that he's married? Doesn't
He
that?
is! Yeah!
Doesn't that happen?
Mr. Ludwig Kitzman.
That's right.
Ludwig.
They call me Mr. Kitzman.
Oh my god! Did I ever tell you guys about the time I almost got Sidney Poitier's face tattooed on my back?
What the hell?
That was a real decision I almost made. I am not lying when I say that George Dickel's Fine Tennessee Whiskey was part of the thought process of that decision making, but I almost got that done. It was going to be a beautiful thing.
Anthony, Soldan says, have you guys already divided up all the cool office supplies? Don't underestimate the value of binder clips.
See, this is something that gets lost in the shuffle with some regularity, and in truth, we don't talk about it that much, but, so everyone knows, every single member of the Joystiq staff is in a different city. Every single one of us. None of us live within 100 miles of one another. And, so there are...
But that's only because of the restraining orders.
That's only because of the restraining orders. That's absolutely true. That goes back to talking about the 90s bar. Alexander and I are not allowed to be within 50 feet of each other.
Because you'll make out, huh?
The sexual tension is too much.
It's too
Oddly
thick.
enough, Jess and I slept in the same bed for a week, though.
Nice.
I was wondering if we could say that, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna,
Joystiq is
it's the
suddenly
end,
this,
Jess.
like-
We might as well bring this up. So, yeah.
Den. of
Yeah, in
languages.
Germany. In Germany.
This was Gamescom several years ago, because yes, there are regulations about this, but whatever.
We said screw it. And we had a lot of happy endings time.
Right, that was the thing.
Wow.
We watched Happy
That's an
Endings.
awkward
Alright,
thing
yeah,
to say
no,
during
Jess, that is
pregnancy.
not how you start that sentence.
That
Yeah.
is,
You start-
That is the only way to say that sentence.
We were watching television, and the show of choice, not we had a lot of happy endings.
Right.
That is,
No,
that is how I speak. Anthony.
We had
we cuddled up and marathoned happy endings. That's what happened.
we had the
That's impressive.
opportunity.
Yeah.
There
Takes
was
a special amount of stamina. Anyway, can we start the Smash Brothers game? Because
Let's get
We
going.
usually have to wait like a good hour between each episode.
it's like 12:11.
Yeah, well, I can't join the game.
I'm
It's
waiting for
full.
Ludwig to choose a fighter.
Yeah,
Princess ready to fight.
Ludwig.
And while you guys fight, nobody is going to be
Did you
able to see
press
it.
start?
Can you? Can you?
Did that help? Well, doesn't
Yeah, now
Anthony
you
need
got-
to be one of the participants so that this can be streamed?
So they can be
Yes.
streamed. Yeah, I need to see a
It's
menu
the
right
dumbest
now.
thing. Okay, somebody leave other than me and Anthony take their place.
Oh man, we've got so many of our regulars here hanging out today, which is just making me really excited. Grey Wolf Joystiq is here, and Grey Wolf, I know we've talked in the comments over the past week. Thank you so much for everything you have done in our comment section. You've always kept things on point and civil and really, really smart, and I cannot tell you how grateful we are for reading.
Thank you, Grey Wolf.
So awesome. And we love all of you guys. I mean, like, forgettable username, Papa Gadoosh, Crowdy Slow, or Crowd Die Slow. One of these days I'll say it correctly. You know, Foben, all of you guys, we love you so much, and really glad you're here right now. Maybe I can start weeping again, like I did when I was on the phone with Ludwig earlier. That'd be great.
Very emotional around here.
I recorded that. I can play it back.
God damn.
Good television.
Wait a minute. You recorded that and you didn't give that to me for an episode?
Okay, Danny or Sam, one of you needs to back out of this game.
I don't know.
And then Anthony needs to
Oh
take
wait,
their
there we
space.
go.
Press B.
I figured it. Okay.
Press B a whole bunch of times and stuff will happen.
All right. I have left.
Okay, Anthony, join this game.
I am trying. It still says the room is full.
Yeah, it
Well-
takes a couple seconds to update.
Yeah, so I will...
And Letty, choose your fighter while Anthony's doing stuff.
I am in.
And then
I
hit
am
start,
coming.
Letty.
I'm coming! For great justice, I am coming. Also, not the way to
Such
start
a
that
sexual
sentence.
stream.
Yeah.
It's just euphemism.
Really,
Jeez.
just dirty. Just filthy, this stream. Wait, I joined the room, but now, what? Why didn't I... Come on. Next, I'll be there in a second.
Okay.
Join Nex's room. There
What
we
did
go.
you do?
Next, I'll be there in a second. I'm gonna go slip into something more.
I'm gonna flip into something more comfortable.
Again, euphemism.
Guys, prepare, hold on.
Is that red tunic you have on, Link?
After I join the match, we can get ready for a full release. That's it. That's what we can do.
Sounds like a happy ending to me.
Wow!
Alright, Letty's locked in. Anthony, pick somebody and come punch people in the face.
I wonder what Ganon's up to.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Princess?
So I told Sam about this when we were at PAX South, and a good bunch of friends and I actually created a drinking game for the Legend of Zelda cartoon from the early 90s. It's called Medical Ice, because all of your organs will be packed in medical ice by the end of playing it. I do not recommend playing this drinking game, because you will die if you play more than one 20-minute episode. Because the primary rule is every single time he says, "Excuse me, princess," you have to finish your drink.
Oh, wow, that would kill you immediately.
Yeah, it is really... It is a guaranteed way to end up drinking about 6 beers in 20 minutes.
No joke. At least twice per episode.
Yes, exactly. It is, and like the very first couple of episodes, he says it like 2 or 3 times. Like it's really rough. But it is a lot of fun because there are a lot of fun rules. Like every single time Link gets an inappropriate sex look from the fairy.
Oh, that's constantly also. Yeah.
Every single time Link gives Princess Zelda an inappropriate sex look. Every single time Ganon says something ridiculous. Every single time the Triforce of Power says something that sounds like a game show host. It's really fun.
What was that?
So Richium2 asks, where is Sinan? I'm here for Sinan. So Sinan, can you tell us what groceries you had delivered to your estate?
Mansion.
Palatial estate.
Marmite, lots of Marmite. Jaffa cakes.
Suffocants, I assume.
You gotta get the essentials, sure.
Old grey tea.
Hang on, I just heard my name at the end of that. I was actually putting away my deliveries because my butler wouldn't do it
It's Pac-Man time!
Danny, stay the hell away from me! Stay away from me!
I want to eat you! Get over here! I'm gonna eat you!
I'm gonna get you. Oh,
Hey, fellas.
I'm gonna get you, oh yeah!
Richard Mitchell!
Pack it in, pack it in, pack it in, pack it in, pack it in.
Hey, guess what?
Pack it in, pack it in, pack it in.
Stop being such a jerk, you stupid Namco mascot.
Enjoy my Meowth. Everybody.
Excuse me, I believe it's Bandai Namco.
I think it's Bandai Namco Entertainment.
Oh yeah.
How's everybody doing?
What?
Wait,
Sure.
is that Richard Mitchell?
That is reviews content director Richard Mitchell, everybody. And he is here to party.
I have one thing to say.
Yeah?
I'm so
Wah,
glad
wah,
you posted
wah.
that is quintessential joystick right there.
Oh, man.
Did it go live, by the way?
Oh yeah, it's been up for a couple of
Yeah, we've been live
hours.
for a while.
Very live.
Keep
So,
your pants on.
Fun fact, right before we found out that Joystiq was closing, my wife and I had been preparing our house so that we could sell it, so that we could buy a new house, plans which are now on hold. But I packed away like all the video game stuff in my office because, you know, you don't want people seeing a bunch of video games when they're trying to buy your house. And so my GameCube adapter and my GameCube controllers are in storage right now.
Oh.
That's a really long-winded explanation for why you're gonna suck today. Good try, Richard.
The Wii remote and nunchuck is a perfectly valid way of playing this game.
How about
I'm
just
kidding.
How you doing, huh? Just the Wii remote.
I'm sorry, I'm judging anybody who's not using the Pro Controller.
I am using the
The Pro
pad.
controller right now, but I have to rearrange the buttons so it feels right.
Oh yeah, you totally have to.
Gotta, man.
The
I'm
default
always...
controls are weird. I don't know why they're that way.
It's because in the GameCube the A button was like right in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that doesn't
you don't
work
have-
on any
you
other
don't have
controller.
it, so like, I had to put special move on the Y button and then regular on the B button, I think.
D Sanskrit says, I always play with the Wii wheel.
Really?
I'm using tilt control.
I'm
It's a
using
great
tilt
way to drive your
controls.
opponents insane.
Danny, Danny, I'm a little nervous.
Oh,
Isn't
buddy,
there like a
I
Donkey
needed
Kong
something to
peripheral that could be used to control this game theoretically?
Yeah, like the little bongos or whatever.
Yeah, wasn't that for the Wii? Like that
There-
could be used to control this game.
I know that there are people who have played Brawl using the Guitar Hero controller.
That's insane.
Yeah, which is like, I just don't know how you get to that point where you're like, I'm gonna figure this out, and it's gonna be beautiful. Well, probably after half a bottle of George Dickel's Fine Tennessee Whiskey. That's...
Are you getting paid by George Dickel's Fine Tennessee Whiskey?
Where do
Is
you
that why
think his
keep
new job
plugging
is?
them?
Alright, I'm not gonna lie, Nex. Name a whiskey on the planet that's more fun to say than George Dickel's Fine
Turkey
Tennessee
Hill.
Whiskey. That is not as good. No way.
Old
Turkey Hill's not
Overholt? I like Old Overholt.
Yeah, old Granddad is pretty great. I mean,
The famous grouse? That's a scotch, but still.
Knob Creek.
no,
Maybe it thinks
Knob
you're a Scotch.
I like
know what
Knob
that
Creek
means.
too. Knob
Sorry.
Creek is good.
Actually, that's not.
I'm not bagging on scotch, if that's what you're after. I love scotch.
I don't know what we're talking about. I'm sorry. I'm busy being an adorable girl kicking people in the face.
Ironic Troy suggests playing Smash with the Wii Vitality sensor.
Just you wait, guys.
That's Nexus room that is being streamed right now.
Yes.
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 Yep.
And we will
Someone's gonna-
get you in here. Unfortunately, I have to be in the room because I'm streaming.
Who's the no name in there?
I don't know.
I think it's
someone who
Luddy.
doesn't-
I think Luddy
Doesn't
has
have
not
an
added
avatar?
us. as
Yeah,
friends.
Ludwig probably isn't. Is
Oh
not.
well, and they don't want sexual predators like me to see what Moody's avatar looks like.
Well, I'm playing as Robin, so that's...
Yeah, no, that is
that
Ludwig, yeah.
Robin's great, dude. I love Robin. Bye,
yeah,
Robin.
she's awesome.
So, alright, this is a comment from joystiq.com, not the chat right now. But, I named our stream Once More with Feeling, which is a phrase I love, and some people picked up on is also the title of a really wonderful musical episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah.
I just watched that for the first time like 2 days ago.
Isn't it great?
It's amazing.
It's super good.
So
Yeah.
good. And so one of the one of the people in the chat was like, oh, are we gonna expect everybody to break into song? And I was like, well, we kind of do that anyway in every stream, but just so you know, I'm Giles. And then one of our most regular commenters, Chris Punk, just goes, "Shut up, you're Xander." And true story, fully true story is I watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer with my wife for the very first time, her very first time last year, and at one point said to her, "How do you feel about the fact that you married Giles?" And she goes, "Honey, I married Xander, and I'm okay with it." Just
Yeah,
like that.
Why do you think you're Giles?
Because I want to be, really badly.
That's ridiculous. Yeah,
Just because I want to be. But
You admit it.
one of our other most regular commenters from Joystiq, who I love, Good King Mooglemog, just said, "So does that make Ludwig Spike?" And I'm gonna go ahead and say absolutely.
Who's Angel?
Nobody is Angel. I'm not doing that to anybody on our staff.
What is happening?
Spike and Angel, you need that.
Guys, did that match just drop
No
for you?
contest.
Yeah,
Oh.
the game dropped. I got a connection error.
Oh no. In the chat.
Anthony, did you ever play the Xbox Buffy the Vampire Slayer game?
I've never played it, and I
It's
really want
good.
to.
You should try it.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Totally.
it's supposed to be really good.
Yeah, I've been pricing out copies because it is backwards compatible with an Xbox 360.
It actually runs better on the Xbox 360.
Does it really?
Yeah, that almost never happens.
Hold on, Danny. If you will back out of Nex's room, I think we can get Richard in there.
Okie doke. Let's do that.
Does that make me Glory?
Well, it certainly makes Thomas Dawn. So let's see. Alexander, you are probably... I don't think you're Glory. I will say that Mike Suzik is Riley. Because Riley is a total badass.
I don't know what that means.
Oh no! Oh, Jess, don't be a Riley hater. Don't do it.
I'm not hating on Riley. I'm just not. I don't know if that's
You're hating on me?
person. No, I'm not hating on you. Oh, whatever. We're all Buffy. So.
So, okay, everyone in the chat, maybe you can help me out here.
Failed to connect a partner's device. What? What the hell is happening here?
That is
Hey, wait, I thought we were done with sexual innuendo.
Whoa!
Are we playing this on AOL servers?
Zing.
Take that, corporations.
So, people in the chat, here's my question for you guys. I have a little more than 212 slightly used Xbox 360 Fancast episodes that I'm trying to upload to the internet. You can only upload up to 15 gigs on Google Drive, and Dropbox is even less. I have considerably more than that much content. What the hell do I do with it?
Well, if you want to, you can start a Libsyn account and slowly update them, slowly add them over time.
And it's affordable.
Just completely redo it. Just rerun them all. That's almost brilliant, is what that is.
That could be, yeah, actually.
Boy, the news section is going to be way out of date. So, have you guys talked about the Iwata video yet?
we did, but we can always talk about it
What
more.
exactly is
Or
there
what?
to say?
Well, no, I'll tell you what there is to say. There's some of the comments in there are really great. Specifically, there's one in there that says, "I like that the background of the video is like the same shade as the background of Joystiq itself."
Yeah.
So it just looks like Iwata's just hanging out on the front page dancing.
It's true. And at the end, he fades away at the end too.
He's like a desktop buddy for 2015.
Jesus, are you okay?
Yes,
It
because I just
appears you are
realized
trying to write a resume. Would you
I
like
have a business plan. Thank you so much. I don't have anything going on. I'm gonna make a Satoru Iwata desktop buddy now.
There you go. Yeah.
Your
I hope you
laptop.
think fondly of us when you're a millionaire.
Your
I'm sorry,
lap.
Richard, I also adore that we present it here without context because it's our last chance. Please understand.
Our favorite phrase.
Oh my god.
Please understand. I'm gonna be in a meeting one day, and it's just gonna be a packed boardroom meeting, and I'm gonna start off with just
Please understand.
please understand.
Our
One
lost
person
story is
will go,
going up in 3 minutes.
What's with this sobriety, Ludwig? No.
Yeah, we're all drunk. Wait,
Yeah, don't.
aren't we?
I'm drinking.
I mean, it is.
Right?
Wrong. Come
Can
on.
I get drunk for this stream?
Come on.
We've been
I'll
drinking
just
since last
I'll just
week.
point out that
Jordan!
Jordan Mallory in the house.
Dun, dun, dun.
Wait, Ethan, can we get Jordan in on here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Jordan, you got Skype? Let's do this thing.
Jordan, get on Skype.
Yeah,
I'll
Skype,
add
dude.
him.
Alexander,
Hey,
can you add him?
I will try
I
to.
will.
I don't know if I
Yeah,
have
you
permission.
guys should be able to. You guys should have permission to add people to the call. That should work.
Hey, Hey Richard,
not online yet, but-
select a stage or do whatever you're doing because you're the one holding us up.
Oh, but it's certain dates? I was not aware.
There
of
we
that.
go. Okay. Spontaneously. There's no reason for it. We didn't segue into that. It just happened.
There's always a reason for that.
That was so the night that Ludwig, Susan, Sam, and I did the big joystick quiz panel at PAX South.
Oh no! This is all wrong. This is wrong.
What's the matter? Oh shit!
Mother Brain's wrecking dudes. Richard's upset because I'm
You're
wrecking
kidding.
dudes.
God, if I need to sit down long enough to figure out that my controls are incorrect.
Oh, brutal.
Yeah, whoever Nintendo decided to make the controls go back to default after every match is an idiot.
Yeah, that
It's
is
the
not
only
cool.
major flaw in this game.
Okay, serious problem here.
Yeah?
Like, the default is for the R button to be shielded and not ZR? That's ridiculous.
I know,
yeah,
right?
I hate that. I had to change
controls
that.
are
Write a
bad.
strongly worded
I
letter.
didn't even look at those controls because I assumed they would make sense.
Well, get an
Right.
editorial ready.
No.
We'll put it live. And Nintendo.
Dear Nintendo, the Smash controls are bullshit.
Bullshit. Headline. Whole point. I'm dead.
Hit that rodent! Get him!
Did you just say
no.
ballpoint?
Waylord, no, Waylord, no, no, no! Pokeball. Oh yes, a Deoxys. Protect me,
We're
bud.
getting an insight into Ernest's dreams right now.
So weird right now.
I'm
Ernest
just saying,
is
for how
rolling
much
down to
praise
better.
I gave the last two Pokemon games, these legendary Pokemon owe me. And also Nintendo,
Anthony, I can't
Irene.
seem to get Jordan in here, by the way.
Oh, Dan. Well, what
You
is
guys know that I'm playing as Sonic? I just want
He's
to make
getting
sure
set up.
that you...
Alexander? Can you put Oh, so Jordan's not ready. Is the thing.
I'm here!
Jordan, welcome to the end.
Somebody go get the soundtrack from Seinfeld episodes every time Kramer enters a room.
I'm so glad I could be here with you guys for this last little bit.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. I mean, so Jordan, this was our great discovery yesterday. was that you and I have been, since I joined Joystiq last year, tweeting at one another, talking in like many of the streams, all the while not realizing that we had actually met face to face.
We totally met before and neither of us realized
Just didn't realize that happened, so Jordan and I met at the Microsoft E3 party in 2013, right after they had a catastrophic press conference announcing the price of the Xbox One. This was the day that Sony just trounced them. And so there were 2 lines at this Xbox party, and Jordan and I met in the line that went to the left.
No.
And there was a woman who was sort of being like, well, we know you guys are on the list, but we can't let you in just yet. And Jordan, you had this look on your face of such complete exasperation and exhaustion that I was like, I really want to introduce myself and just say hello. We're both standing here. But you literally looked like if that woman came back and said you couldn't go in again, that you were going to bite her head clean off. Just like unhinge your jaw and swallow her head.
I think I've seen that before.
Okay, I got to back out to the main menu to change my controls because this is a game from 1997.
Can I just add that Matthew Vose is saying, can we get Mike Schramm in here too? Someone is asking for Mike Schramm right now.
We just
Get
got
Schramm on the line. Somebody call the Shrambulance.
Schramm!
Mike Schramm.
Who else can we possibly get on this call, please?
Wait, can I tell my favorite Jordan Mallory story?
Yes, please.
Oh, do it.
So Jordan, after E3, we would go to the movies together, and so one year we went to go see The Dark Knight, and then I think the following year we saw Drag Me to Hell or something like that.
Nice.
And I'm sitting next to Jordan. And the previews are going on, and everyone's having a good time. And I turned to Jordan and I said something, and he goes, "Shh." Yep. And it was so awkward. He shushed me during the previews.
Wait.
Isn't that literally a joke from Seinfeld or something?
That wasn't when we saw Prometheus.
Sam, get in this fight. Get in this
I think
fight.
that was Prometheus.
Oh, Richard's
that was when we saw Prometheus after E3. The thing is that it had been so long since I've been in a regular movie theater. I'm so used to like how intense they are about that stuff at the Alamo Drafthouse, and I was just really like terrified that we were going to get thrown out.
Oh, that's true. They'll totally kick you out. They'll get mad at you at the Alamo Drafthouse.
So I was just super anxious about it, and like I was still coming down from E3 nerves and everything. Alexander, I don't remember if I ever apologized and hugged you.
Yeah, you apologized to me afterwards, but it was just like for the entire movie, we're just sitting there in silence. Because
someone has to let me into this match.
Oh yeah, is it Nex?
It says waiting for a response from the host.
Because I'm in the practice screen, Donkey Konging it up. I'm a blue monkey. That's what
Donkey King.
Donkey King. Jordan, I don't know if Prometheus is what I would want to see when coming down from E3. I feel like
we didn't know that, Anthony.
But I had a great tweet that came out of that one. It was Prometheus and Conmetheus, and I had pros and cons in the movie, and it was very funny. So I'm okay with
I
the
just
movie
remember
being trash.
you said something along the lines of you dared movie filmmakers to come up with an alien that doesn't look like a giant vagina monster.
It'll never happen. It'll never happen. Nope, never happen.
In fairness, vaginas are terrifying.
This is true. This is true. I'm in a constant state of fear of my own body.
Who knows what's happening? What it's going to do?
You never know.
Coming 2015, Ernest Cavalli's expose, Vagina Dentata, myth or terrifying reality? The answer will shock you.
I just want to live Ernest's life for one day.
Dude, you don't. It hurts. It's full of suffering of the emotional and physical variety.
No, vagina.
You know,
wild.
You know the you know the funny thing about vaginas.
They're terrifying.
I know a few funny things about him.
Well, I was actually gonna say the movie Teeth. If you've seen it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so like all of my male friends love that movie, and all of my female friends fucking hate it. Like they hate it and they're terrified of it.
You need cooler female friends. Mine adore.
I just think it's so funny because like
empowerment.
I know, and all my male friends are like, yeah, fuck yeah, females, cut it off.
No.
Wait, what?
So, Sam, I actually, I have a, some andros for you. I have a story, about Teeth. So I actually interviewed the star of that movie, Jessica Weixler.
Ooh, she's lovely.
She's a lovely, lovely human being.
What did you say, Jessica Incisor?
Jessica Weixler, who is a wonderful human being. I am messing up this final smash so badly. But she was a great person, and she was promoting the movie. And the problem is I had forgotten that we were even doing the interview, professional that I am. And so I had been, just completely out of it all day. And much like Mike, I had been up for about 30 hours when we were supposed to do this interview. And I finally remember that I'm supposed to do it, go to the hotel uptown in New York to where we're supposed to do it. And we go in, and it was like really hot. Like it was like February, like the heat is blasting in this hotel room, and all they have to drink is like tea, like warm chamomile tea, no coffee, no water. So I sit down and like put like my little dictaphone on the table to record because, well, it was 2007. And I'm like, oh my god, I am gonna fall asleep in the middle of this interview. This is literally gonna happen. It's gonna be the moment where I fall asleep. And so we're doing the questions and everything, and at one point, I literally did have that moment where you're in a hot room and you start to pass out. And I was like, what's your motivation? Didn't finish any part of the question after that. That was it. That's what I got out.
Anthony?
Yes.
Letty and I fell asleep on each other during The Witcher 3 this year because the room was so warm and we were so tired
It
that
happens!
we just fell asleep.
It's a thing that happens. And so Jess looks at me and interprets this as like I'm trying to be like mysterious or something, and she's like, what's your motivation? What's going on with you right now? And I'm like, huh? What? What's happening? And she's like, what are you trying to get out of me, sir? And the rest of the interview was just me stumbling over myself because I was like, you're pretty, and I don't believe what happens in that movie at all. It's probably not real. You're just, you're great.
It's a terrible rumor. You know, it's too bad, Anthony, because that was the interview. If you would have nailed that interview, she would have revealed that she's actually a bicuspid.
Oh, I blew it. I blew it.
I interviewed a weird movie person once.
They're all weird. They're movie people.
The weirdest,
By
though.
definition,
Have you
they're
guys
weird.
seen The Room?
Oh,
Yeah,
you know
yes.
Did you?
So I interviewed Tommy Wiseau.
Wow.
Oh my god!
In the tiniest room above an old movie theater in Phoenix.
Oh my
with
god.
just him, me, the door closed, and a dude with a camera.
Oh my god, what was that
It
even
was
like?
he was not my camera dude. I don't know why he was there.
That's how
He's
pornos
actually
start
required to
best.
film everything that happens in any kind of room, just in case a sequel comes out of it.
I think
That's just like his
he's
role
the
in life.
weirdest person, man, but he is dedicated. That's
What,
for sure.
was he as
Did you find out if he's
confrontational
like
as I...
secretly a reptile or something? Because that's my suspicion.
He's just French or something. I don't know.
They're
Yeah.
all secretly reptiles.
Could be both.
I prefer a reptile.
Jess, can we still read this? Is this still online, that interview?
I've tried to find it. I can see if there's like an archive thing of it. But it was,
There's
yeah,
a
it was
tape
interesting.
somewhere. There's a tape.
Yeah, it's
It's
got to be on
the
tape
shelf.
somewhere. I don't know where, in his personal vault of creepy interview tapes, but that's fine.
Oh, that's a totally normal thing to have, though. All celebrities have creepy interview vaults.
Prince does,
Even Rob
which
Lowe.
is awesome. Prince has like
Well-
documentaries of himself just hidden in his house. I've heard.
Really?
Not like I talk to Prince all the time. I don't actually know that.
Did you,
Every
did
now
you
and
guys
again I
ever
go to
watch
Minnesota for
A Night
brunch.
with Kevin Smith? That little like series that he had?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he talked about he went to do a documentary on Prince, and some like assistant lady came up and handed him the non-disclosure agreement, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'll get to that later," and then he sent it away, and he never signed it, so it was never brought up, and he never actually ended up signing the non-disclosure agreement. So he has all this footage on Prince that he just holds over his head and makes fun of him for.
Awesome. Hey guys, does somebody else want to host the room? I can back out so somebody else can jump in. I've been playing like all of the matches so far.
Oh sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop out so you guys have to create a new room and do stuff.
Who else has
Fly,
it going? I can
fly,
join.
my little bird.
No, apparently we don't.
Yeah. Richard and I are still in a room.
Oh, okay. Then it just changes hosts. Cool.
Waiting to fight.
Anthony, according to Nintendo's analysis, whatever, you have terrible ping.
Oh, yeah. It's not good. It's.
Oh.
My internet has been so obnoxious lately.
Is this a result of the Storm Apocalypse 2015?
You know, I would say yes, but like it's been squirrely even without that, so I'm not really sure.
Oh. Is it because New York's kind of a hellhole?
It might be. I mean,
Okay.
look, hey, I don't come to Portland and say everything smells like dust, anger, and pee, because it doesn't.
It
there.
doesn't. It smells like patchouli and weed smoke.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say patchouli. Patchouli's got to be in there somewhere.
It's only my town that smells like dust, anger, and pee.
So, Sinan, what is the most American thing that has happened to you since being at the Stick?
Jesus, that's a good question. It's going to be really cliche, but I actually now do not use at all in any words that I type in any situation. Like in any, even if they're meant to be there, I've just stopped using use.
Does that ever cause any kind of problem? Like, if you're writing something that's for domestic publication?
It may in the future.
It's a big problem whenever he's filling out his tithe to the Queen.
Sinan, are you offended when pretentious Americans co-opt the U and use it for no reason?
Oh, that is the worst.
No comment.
Do you feel like Americans are taking the U back, is what he's asking.
Ah, I see. Yeah, no comment.
Alexander, how about you, man? What has been like the defining moment for you?
Oh, why? No, this was about Sinan. We were talking about Sinan here. This isn't about me.
Oh, you don't want?
I want to know the most American thing that has happened to Alexander.
Oh, no, I know the answer to this. When we went to Carl's Jr., that is the most American thing that has happened to me at Joystiq. Because I don't understand that world, and that there we are, and it's all gross, and yet everyone seems to be happy, and I'm just miserable the entire time.
Oh man, Carl's Jr. We call them Hardee's here, but they are the best. I get a monster
That was a
burger.
low point.
No.
I'll admit,
so this
as
was
far
this
as,
was the
like-
thing. So for years, like at E3, we wouldn't eat properly. Like
guys,
it's not.
Greninja's not paying attention. Kill Greninja.
No! Leave me alone! I was trying to plug something into my headphones so they'd stay alive.
Watch out for Meta White Knights!
Always excuses.
Greninja's real good. Don't do that.
Like nowadays, it's all like it was all umami burger and like moderately decent food, but like back in the day, I mean, it was Hardee's and whatever gross nastiness we could find closest to our hotel, and that's what I mean. Back in the day, we never even left the hotel. Like once we were there, because our hotel would be like 18 million miles away from everything.
Give me that, Perry!
So that is the most American thing that happens.
Next,
did anybody end up eating that whole fried fish at that Korean place that was next to the hotel at E3
No.
a few years ago? I can't remember.
You wanted to, didn't you?
No, I didn't want to because it was a
Oh,
whole
okay.
fish that was fried and it was very cute. I felt bad for it.
Man, no, Jordan, I heard that fish was a dick. It would have been fine.
Yeah.
Pokemon, get him!
I don't think eating a whole fried fish at a gaming convention that you're covering is a really smart idea, because that could go really wrong.
Yeah, that could go bad. That could
Yeah.
go pretty bad.
Worse than Carl's
Everybody gets
Jr.
sick anyway, so
That's very
may
true.
as well go out in a blaze of glory.
Fishy fried glory.
Alright, Jess, that
Blaze of
Thai
juicy
restaurant
fried-
I dragged
fried-
us to
fried
last year,
glory.
was the Thai restaurant that I dragged us to okay for you?
Oh, that was great. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so, like, Susan was like, that made everybody sick. And I think that did not make
No.
everybody sick. I think
No. What made everyone sick is you saying, "Oh, it's right around the corner," and
I was gonna say,
off.
is this the Thai restaurant that was right around the
it
corner?
was really 8/10 of a mile is not that long a walk. It's super close.
We were tired. That's all. Always tired.
It was really not.
We're bloggers, not like not athletes. That's far, man.
I'm sorry, me and
Right,
Richard are
I'm
just going all esports here.
Yeah,
while you guys
it's
watch.
It's getting real.
Mhm.
It's getting real.
No, I get sick in Germany every year. Like, I land in Germany sick every year.
Oh well, Germany's a filthy place.
It's lovely. It's so clean. What are you talking about? They have like parties every night, but then in an hour the streets are clear.
Time again!
Oh my god.
You're a dead man! You are so
Just
dead!
brutal.
It's like 1945, so.
Danny, you're a monster.
Good fight.
See, I'm still
That
watching
owned.
it. I'm on a delay. This is great.
I'm glad I won as Pac-Man. That makes me very
Actually,
happy.
the folks in the chat are
Hey,
right.
spoiler that, please.
The
Come
best,
on.
the best giveaway event we ever had was the blueberry muffin tops breakfast.
And we have
Mostly
photos of
just
that
because
in
those
the-
things are delicious.
Wait, what? What is this?
Blueberry muffin top cereal was a running gag from the original Joystiq podcast, and then I think it was the first year of PAX East, we had a blueberry muffin top cereal, which I had to negotiate with the convention center to allow us to do, because you're not allowed to bring any outside food into the convention center. So we had to agree to purchase some ridiculous amount of milk so that we could get away with it. So we had the blueberry muffin tops cereal brought in on a crate essentially, and did all of that, and we brought all of our stuff in, all the swag we get, and just had it piled up in a corner, and then everybody got to take an item from that pile and take it home. And then I think the indie gathering that we did a couple years later at that taco place in LA, that went really well too. That was actually organized.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah.
Yeah, that was organized by Ben Gilbert.
Was there? He did the retrograde, and later on went to do Neverending Nightmares.
Oh, cool. Yeah. That's a really cool game.
You know, actually, as much as I love the atmosphere of it, it didn't quite wow me. It's great, but after a while, it gets kind of draining.
Yeah, I'll readily admit that I did not go far into it.
Yeah, it's great. I would agree exactly with Richard there, because it's great, and then it's just okay, cool.
Thunderfoot!
I would love to do anything else now.
Yoshi!
Also, Richard is apparently not my friend, because I don't even see this room that you guys are playing in.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh.
Well, Sam, I mean, we're friends. You should see me.
I do. I see with friends in another room, which just sums up a lot of my life.
That's so mean.
His other friends.
Hey guys, what are you doing? Oh, I'm with friends in another room. Okay.
Can I come in? No.
No, it's the No Sam's
No,
Club.
no, you stay in your
We already had
corner.
another salmon. The No Sam's Club. We can have
Sam's
one.
Club.
No.
Ooh.
Oh man, I hate you, Danny.
Wait, we never found out what groceries Sinan got.
We did.
yeah.
That's been the ongoing mystery for the last like 51 minutes of this
This is
podcast.
awful. Yeah.
Sinan, please enlighten us.
Yeah!
Is that really what you want to go out on?
Yes,
My list of
Desperately.
groceries?
Is it
Yes.
gonna be tampons?
We just
Is
want to
it
know if it's like
secretly
piles
tampons?
of Jaffa cakes or something.
It's basically about 15 to 16 bottles of Pepsi Max Cherry.
Yeah! Nice.
That's the
Well,
party
You
I'm
have to
having
get that
tonight.
delivered. It's just so much.
Yeah,
Hot. Hey,
But
Sam.
you're gonna be like mixing that with opium, right? like
Maybe too
like a real party. Mm.
Sam, did you see me summon in Tingle there? I got pretty.
I don't want to talk about Tingle.
I got pretty
Not
excited
anymore.
about it.
You've ruined Tingle for me.
I got pretty excited about it. Alexander, while we were in Texas last week, it was like the end of the day, and I was walking to meet Sam and Ludwig. And when I'm walking down the hall, like, I really try not to be a skis about cosplayers, but, like, sometimes I see a cosplayer, male or female, and I find them to be very attractive because their outfit is attractive, and I find that they look nice to me. And on my way, I see a woman dressed in full Tingle gear, with the balloon on the back and everything, and
That's
the
kinda hot.
sudden wave of intense arousal was just... it was literally like, I gotta get somewhere private, fast. Like, this is a problem.
Mike, you win this one.
A dark secret was awakened inside of you.
I'll let you have this one since you've been up for like 96 hours or whatever.
This is true, yeah.
It taught me things about myself that moment. And
Okay,
it
I'm
was-
gonna back out so someone else can join.
What were the
did
other?
But you resisted the urge to just scream out, "I got a tingle in my pants!"
I got a tingle for you.
I got a little something.
Like that'd be the like. I mean, it's horrible and aggressive and everything, but just to go through an entire convention just using that voice and just yelling at cosplayers.
Hey, I see
How
you.
you doing there?
I'd like to
Should I
show
just-
you a little my Fire Emblem.
Thomas is requesting that he be let into the Smash Clubhouse.
Oh, hell yes.
Does he know the secret password?
I don't know. I don't think I know the secret password. I was just grandfathered
You know the
in.
secret password.
What are you doing in here? I'm gonna do one more round because I'm.
Should I be backing out of the room, or can I play again?
You can play
So
again.
let's all do one more. Let's all do one more, and then we'll
Hold on, I need to get...
end it up.
So, like, for some reason, Thomas isn't showing up in my Skype feed. Alexander, can you add Thomas to the Skype call, please?
No, Thomas is alone.
Boo!
Like bees when we all do it.
I don't get it.
Just utter silence.
Richard,
Yes.
how's your tiny little baby?
Oh,
Oh
baby.
God, he is wonderful.
That's good.
He is just the best thing ever.
Is he still tiny?
He's getting bigger. I mean, he's 6 months now.
Do you know how
Wow.
babies? Next, do you just know how babies?
I assume they're like kittens, right? They get to be 6 months and they're basically fully grown. You know, they're eating adult food. They're playing with balls and stuff.
No, he's doing
That wasn't
solid food
sexy,
now.
You perverts.
He's doing solid food now. He likes pears quite a bit.
Ooh.
Okay.
Bears are awesome.
Is he like jumping at birds that fly by the window? Trying to play
No.
with strings and stuff? I'd be an awesome parent, is what I'm saying.
Does he occasionally scratch the shit out of your leg? Like, is
That's
that a
What's his opinion on catnip?
Just can't get enough of those weeds. And that plastic mouse I brought home, he just loves it.
He does.
So, how is your infant son? Well, he brought a dead bird home the other day, and it was just really strange.
Blue shell, no.
Curry!
No.
Yes, curry. Curry. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Curry. Oh, it's so hot, guys. It's so hot. My mouth's on fire.
Oh, what? No!
Oh, what?
Hey, everybody. Welcome Thomas Schulenberg to the show.
Hey, Thomas.
Hey, Thomas.
How's it going?
Thomas Schulenberg! So, yeah. Have you guys not finished me off? Because my postman just came to the door, and I was just like a sitting duck.
I didn't realize you were still in the game, so... Oh, what?!
Do you have a grocery butler too?
No, my awesome mailman who always looks at me like I'm insane when I'm doing the stream and he comes to the door because I'm talking very loudly with what appears to be myself. And so he just brought me a box that is from J-List, which if any of you nerds in the audience know what J-List is.
Hubris.
Wait, hold on. It's from where?
J-List, J-List.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh, man, is it one of those boob mouse pads?
So, and I was opening this expecting it.
Well, that didn't go as planned.
I was fully expecting some kind of pornography, but there is a Proto-Man stuffed animal in this box.
What?
God, don't you hate it when that happens? Nope. You're expecting porno and you get Proto-Man.
And I don't know I don't know where this came from.
Or Porno Man, not Proto Man.
Where's my Porno-Man stuffed
Mega
animal?
Man 6.
You do not want to be in the room when you get that weapon. Porno beam, get!
Or do you?
Wow, this is awesome! Where did this... Why? There's Japanese newspaper in this box, too.
Relax.
I don't know what's happening.
This sounds like a ransom letter.
Yeah? Is there an ear in there anywhere?
Are you missing anyone you love?
I don't... I mean, there's no... there is no severed thumb.
Oh, that shield! Damn you, Link!
Oh, this is awesome, actually.
Oh, man!
No, I'm on this side.
Mike.
I'm on the other side.
Way.
He's got a little shield and everything.
Uh-huh.
No!
Boom! 2 in a row!
What's happening?
Damn it!
Someone call Child Protective Services.
I am alive!
I don't think we should take any chances with his rage. I'm kidding. Richard, I'm sure you wouldn't murder your child in a fit of Smash Brothers rage. Because that would be crazy.
Alright, there is something in here covered with boobs. So, there is a small pack of tissues that has an advertisement for other items at J-List.
Tissues?
These are not family friendly. There is a lady who does not know how to properly wear a shirt. It doesn't work.
That's a problem.
When you said something covered with boobs, I was like visualizing like a beholder from D&D.
That is so
I backed out
dark!
of the room for whoever wants in.
Just a weird fleshy orb dripping with breasts.
I did too.
so
I thought we were
dark.
inviting Thomas somehow, possibly.
Yeah, I am now the only person in a room. A new challenger, Sam, approaches. Sam is in
Anthony, you have also watched like all of South Park, so I'm sure you would, just as I would, talking about boobs, think about the episode where they all get high and have the hallucinations of heavy metal.
Yes, yeah. Cheesing.
You must fight in the breastiary in Nipopolis.
Do you have what it takes to defend my daughter with soapy suds?
This is lewd content.
This is a family.
Okay, what are they gonna do? Fire us?
Joystiq is a... We are family friendly for
Until
forever.
the end.
Until the end. Until the bitter end.
See, there's a comma in there somewhere. We are family friendly until the end.
Then try to guess where. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
I would like an update on all the various dogs of Joystiq.
Ooh. Well, Alexander is surprisingly taking care of his puppy when his puppy was prepared for vacation times.
Yeah,
Accurate,
no,
Alexander?
He's lying here right next to me right now, completely asleep, shepherd. So,
Aww.
he's a good boy.
Both of my dogs are also sleeping. They went to the groomers today.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and if you are just joining us, this is, for better or worse, Joystiq Streams. We are playing Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, and we have just about an hour to go. And as does Joystiq.com. And we are Doctor Strange loving this magic all the way home. We are riding the bomb.
Anybody who's not in like the stream room right now, I'm setting up a room. If you want to come and just like smash.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's right, Richard. You and me, baby. We gonna get smashed
come on in.
and all together without anybody watching. It's like we do at E3. Don't tell anybody else. Oh God, don't tell anybody.
He's still going.
You know, here's a fun joystick story. And I guess I probably never told anyone this except my wife.
Oh, that's awful. Yeah, go on.
I think it was the 2011 PAX East, I think. And Anthony, our former EIC, Chris Grant, is like you. Like walking like 3 miles is like, oh, that's walking distance.
Yeah.
And our hotel was like really far from the Boston Convention Center. And we recorded an Xbox 360 fan cast with me, Alexander, Dave, and Zav. And we bought like this big like jug of Jack Daniels to record the podcast. And like the next day, Dave, Hinkle, and I were just like trashed. Like it's like the only time I've been to a convention and like been actually hungover. Like, because I felt so bad about it. And we were just like, everyone else is walking to the convention center, and we are just very, very slowly following them on the sidewalk. That was not a fun morning.
Oh, God, man. There is, like, man, I know that there are people who go to things like PAX or E3, and they're like, yeah, man, let's party, let's Jew it up. And I do not understand, like, even at the height of, like, my drinking in my youth, when my body wouldn't revolt for, like, 4 days after heavy drinking. Like, how do you do that? You need to walk around so much. You need to constantly be paying attention. That just is exhausting. The idea of... Ugh.
Well, this is what I always found so fascinating about Gamescom. So, you know, in the States, there are no more magazines, right? It's Game Informer, and that's pretty much it. And then
PC Gamer.
So there's Game Informer, and that's pretty much it. And so there's also the site.
Oh, dog!
And one of the weirdest things about Gamescom is that they have like actual open bars inside of the presentation rooms.
What?
At the show.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
So like you would go into like say Battlefield, for example, and there's like an open bar there, and it's like 10 a.m. It's like the first meeting.
Yeah.
And this is the difference between existing in a space where you have to like go to these things, get your story up immediately, and Europe, where there are still magazines that exist.
Oh man, the lag on this match is bad.
These folks would like just start drinking at 10 a.m. and I'm like,
I don't get it, dude. I don't get it. Like, how do you do that?
I don't know. And like, it was crazy. And it's like, it still goes on to this day. Like, they are blitzed by the time. Like, but I guess that's great when your like deadline is at the end of the month and you're good to go.
Ludwig, we have a open 4th spot in the stream game if you want to get in. Or alternately, anybody who's added us as friends, Punk Rock Bob, anybody in the chat who wants to get in, please do.
Yeah.
Please
That'd be
do.
cool to have a Joystiq community member.
And
Is Tails flying this plane? I'm sorry, you guys don't see this on the stream, but we're on. Oh wait, this is a Pilot Wings thing. Never mind. It looks like
plane's
Tails
going all
fly.
over the place.
Alexander, the first reported story I did for Joystiq was when Ludwig called me up and said, "Guess what you have to do? You have to go to Sega's new Sonic announcement in Midtown Manhattan." And it was like late January last year at like 10 a.m. And it's just not the time that you want to have to trundle into some stupid show space on the west side as bitter ass wind is coming off the Hudson.
Is
for
there a time,
Sonic.
Is there any general time where you want to go to a Sonic event? Is that a thing that happens?
Circa 1992.
Yeah, 1992. So I walk in, and not only, and I sent you guys pictures of this, so the Joystiq team knows I'm not lying, but it's in a club where they're blasting house music. There are fog machines blasting at 10 in the morning, and there is 2 open bars and cocktail servers walking around being like, "Can I offer you a mixed drink?" And it's like, what?
Danny, that was amazing.
Thank you.
Hopped right over my missile.
I'm pretty proud of that.
Wait a second. This reminds me. Namco
No.
Richard.
Hey, this is the last epping. No, this is the last fucking time I get to do this.
Whoa! Whoa! That's a family-friendly F-bomb, everybody.
Namco Bandai had that Pac-Man game for 4 people at E3 one year.
Oh, so good.
Yeah. Pac-Man Arena, or is it? It's like the one where
It's Battle Royale.
It's Battle Royale, yeah.
Battle Royale.
They've got one
It
with
was-
ground control. It's lovely.
It was so good, and they never did anything with it.
Yeah, it was part of a comp, right? And that was the only thing it released in?
Well, they sort of did. It's basically.
Oh no.
I think there was a GameCube game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pac-Man Battle Royale only ever came out for that terrible Pac-Man collection, which
Yeah.
had no features, and also no online. It was local only, I think.
And it had it was an incomplete version of Championship Edition.
Oh, damn it! Go on.
Oh!
You and your frickin' Various suit. I could have beaten you if you had your default suit.
Hey, I got second. You suck, Danny.
Well, did you guys
eat me, Mike?
Danny,
you were invited to eat me.
I love
Danny.
that we're commentating a match that the people
Yeah,
watching
that
can't
can't
even
see.
see.
We need to do a better job of commentating it, actually, so that way they get the visuals, so they can.
Yeah, and
Oh,
also
yeah.
let me join in this match because I want to kill you guys. With
Sort of like this American lifestyle. Like, picture a glistening red helmet, large orange shoulder pads, a missile
Okay, we can do this.
flying
We
across
can do
the
this.
wings of a biplane.
A woman raised by space birds.
a voice quietly pleading on the wind. The baby.
You know, I always
The
thought
baby.
there was something strange about my parents, but I couldn't quite put my finger on it. Maybe
You're
it was the
listening.
geeks.
You're listening to Super Smash Brothers. Stay with us.
You guys were singing the Varia theme. Danny, this might even be a little bit of a deep cut for your skills, but you probably will know what I'm talking about. About 2 years ago, there was a musician on LinkedIn who said that he had actually done sound work for Metroid Dread, the long mythical Nintendo DS game. Did you ever listen to the clips for it?
I have not. No, I didn't know that existed.
Because there were clips, and it was really cool. The song that he posted went wah, wah, wah,
I got owned.
You just got Sanford rolled.
Man, I'm rolling all kinds of Pokemon in here.
Yeah, where are all these Pokemon coming from? And how do you keep getting the legendaries?
Oh wait! Why did I do that?
Oh, wait.
so
Guess what? Guess what just happened?
What?
The Take-Two financials just came out.
pretty excited. I
That's
don't
a
have to do
shame
anything
we
about
can't
that.
Hell
no.
Uh,
Somebody call up Strauss.
Alexander, this is our last chance to do our job. Should we just do them audibly?
Should we skim for breakouts? Do they have Grand Theft Auto numbers in there?
Let's check. Hold on.
Oh, damn it. Come here, trainer. Come here.
Nope. Get away from me.
Harvey's Little Mac.
I'm gonna be so miffed if they like announce like Red Dead Redemption 2 as part of their outlook for the next fiscal year.
No, I was thinking. Oh no! I was thinking about this the other day. Like, I will never get to write the story about how Sega finally released Phantasy Star Portable 2 or whatever, Phantasy Star Online 2 in the
That's
US.
not gonna happen. Come on.
Yeah, no one will.
Nope.
Richard.
You're living in a dream world, Richard.
You and your Pokemon, stop it! I was killed by Pokemon twice in a row. It's horrible.
I've been saying hilarious stuff for the last like 10 minutes, and I didn't realize that I'd forgotten to unmute my microphone.
Jordan, is that what's happened to you for like the last year? Have you just been muted?
Derp, 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 derp. Derp, 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 derp.
Oh, did you see that?
Yeah, that was a pretty good uppercut. Way to
Hey,
go.
Alexander, is there a call for those financials?
Yeah, the conference call is.
Can we patch it into our Skype?
Can we patch us into the conference call?
Who's doing the breakouts?
Like during the Q&A section, can we just like, what is your opinion of the closure of Joystiq?
Did you ever read the Strauss Zelnick diaries?
Actually, you know, you should just be like, is Strauss here? You put him on. You put Strauss on.
How do you feel about Joystiq no longer being able to snub Grand Theft Auto at its Game of the Year awards?
I was explaining the Zelnick diaries to my girlfriend earlier, and that was a weird thing to have to explain to a person.
Yeah.
It's a
Internet
weird
stuff
thing.
doesn't make
Yeah.
sense in reality.
Oh.
When do I want in the real room. Let me back in.
Oh yeah, I want in the real room too.
Oh come on, am I not good enough?
Well, don't worry. Ludwig is
Who's gonna get it? Ah, I missed.
Nobody
got it.
Nobody got it.
Everything is sexy.
Mark! Nobody likes Millhouse.
Drill ho.
God, why isn't that my gamer tag? Thrill ho.
Thrill ho?
Hey,
That's gotta be
I told you guys,
taken.
like, there is like a real honest to god like mom and pop game shop in Tulsa called Thrill House Games.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's very good.
That rules.
I really hope that's like secretly a brothel somehow.
Come down to Thrill House Games, the finest man whores in all of Tulsa.
Luddy. Matthew Vose in the Twitch chat says, Ludwig, can you please announce your number 7 game of the year every year, please?
Do you know what it is?
I'll
for
know
this
when
year?
I see it this year, I'm sure.
You guys will be able to see
there's a lag.
the top 20 games in Anthony and Ludwig's bungalow mansion in sunny
Wait,
Bungalow
Bungalow
Mansion?
Mansion? I feel like you're downgrading it now.
How is Bungalow Mansion a thing? That's
because no, it's like Val Kilmer's house. It's a mansion, but it's like in a tree.
That's not what a bungalow is.
That's a tree house.
That's a tree house.
Yeah.
Ludwig, can it be a tree house?
The Tree
Can it be
Mansion.
the Nintendo
It could be a tree
Treehouse?
mansion.
In that case, you're gonna
Tree
need
Mansion
like
resting atop the Amazon.
you're gonna need monkey butlers.
Oh, we can get monkey butlers.
Yeah, I mean eventually they'll crush your head with a rock and eat you, but
Can they deliver
why?
groceries?
yeah.
God damn it.
Get up there. Oh yeah.
No!
Yes.
Oh no!
All you
You know, I gotta tell you, like, without watching the stream, just like hearing the chat is very interesting.
right? It's all sex noises.
Get up there! Yeah! No!
Goddamn Pokemon!
It sounds like a knockoff sex club in here. Not even like one of the good ones, but like one of the ones where they sell like deli meat also.
not gangbang knock.
Try out cold cuts.
So, do you know what kills me that we will never get to do again? That we will not get to do another article like what Richard put together for Godzilla, which was
Yeah. Oh man, that was
ruled.
amazing.
I love doing that. That was because I was in charge of recording all the video from these terrible Godzilla games, and that was its own reward.
like the Civic Planner voicemail messages being like, yeah, we're gonna try to trick Godzilla into a series of small mazes.
That's
Boys
the
and girls,
Z plan, I
I'm
think.
walking away for a few moments because I need something to drink. I'll be
Sure.
back shortly.
Make it a double.
Yeah, what's the
Pour
whiskey
one out
name?
for me
What is
next.
it? What is it? Johnny something.
George Dickel's
Anthony,
Fine
what's
Tennessee.
your whiskey?
George Dickel's Fine Tennessee Whiskey.
That's the one. Thank you. I couldn't remember.
That is a
Richard,
funny
I
name.
backed out of the main room. If you want to get in.
Yeah, Richard, we're we have an opening in the main room. It's
I'm in.
Me,
I'm taking
Sam,
that opening.
Luddy.
So, in case you're wondering, Grand Theft Auto 5 has sold in more than 45 million units, and on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, it is nearly 10 million units already. And that's before it comes out on PC on March 24th.
All right,
Nope.
I'm
That's
starting
not going to
I'm
make it.
starting
No,
another
it will
one.
actually.
But have they added heists yet to GTA Online?
I don't know.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait for that PC version to come out because nothing. That PC version could literally give foot massages, and people will still complain about it not being a good enough version of the game on PC.
Well, I mean, like the mods are going to be amazing if you think about how far GTA 4 came through mods.
GTA
It's gonna be
4's
awesome.
texture mods. Like, there are like pictures that are like photorealistic of some of the things that people did to that game. Well, photorealistic for like 2008.
Hey, do we want to talk about like the future of game development and stuff? I mean, do we want to wax philosophical? Because, you know, every time I see a demo of like the Fox engine, like they're talking about Metal Gear Solid 5 and they're like showing off like, this is our office. Like, this is the Kojima Productions office and it looks amazing. But it's like, yeah, but guys, you have to like photo scan like every single thing you want to make for this game.
Right.
Like, that is not streamlined, cheap production at all.
That is the...
No,
That
see,
is-
Richard, what you're going to do is you're just going to pick up your Kinect and just walk around your room with it. And it's going to scan in everything. And then you'll be able to have a full, actualized, real-world 3D environment in just like half an hour.
Well, it's one of those things, like, I think it looks amazing, but it's like, you know, Shenmue looked amazing way back when, and it took
Shenmue
like
still
hundreds
looks
of people.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mike, do you want in on this? We have an open spot.
Tell me where to go.
Well, there's... Yeah, it's me, Sam, and Danny have a open slot.
Okay.
Sorry, Thomas. You guys should let Thomas in. He hasn't played on the stream yet.
No, I just played the 2 rounds. I was with you now. And then
Well,
you
I know,
left
but
me.
then I left because he said there was an open spot.
No, I just played 3. I'm okay.
Mine.
All right. Then I'm making a room again, and I'll stay this time, Thomas. I promise.
That's what they all say. Hey, so I was digging through old streams, and at one point Anthony and Richard were screaming cop lines in Captain Toad's voice, and I just need like one more of those, please, like 20 seconds.
Wait, which game were we streaming?
You were playing Mario Kart 8, but you were screaming in Captain Toad's voice.
Yes. No, that's yeah.
Put your
badge on my desk. Do you have any idea how much trouble you've caused me? The mayor's got his hand up my ass.
Thank you.
Look at my mouth like a puppet.
Now I can finally do the one that I've always wanted to do. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker!
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
That was important. I'm glad we got that on
Yeah.
record.
So happy.
I'm Wario, and I just ate my own motorcycle and then drove off a cliff. It's the same rules.
Hey man, story of my life, you know. Sometimes you're the statue, sometimes you're Wario driving off a cliff.
Oh no, I am tiny.
Ooh, ooh, ooh! I was about to Die. Oh no, it's just whoever's Ganon is big. That's what's happening.
Well, I made you all small.
Ganon is so big.
That's what she
Oh
said?
yeah, he is.
Hey, now.
That's what Princess Zelda said?
No.
Oh.
Get it? Because they had sex. That's what I'm saying here.
No, I don't
Punchline.
understand at all.
I don't.
I really
like
sex.
I don't think Ganon, like, you know, Ganon comes off as pretty sexless in those games. He's really just concerned with bathing the land in darkness. No,
Yeah.
never mind. That's pretty sexual.
Guys, just leave me out of your Google searches, okay?
Richard, what is your Nintendo ID?
I'll
I don't
never be
think I
able
have
to.
you.
Me? Sensei Ram.
Next, remember the first thing that like you said to me upon meeting?
No.
I don't know, was it offensive? Because
It was the whole like, yeah, I thought you were pretty hot.
Alright! You weren't a bad looking lady. It was I just don't compliment great. So can we talk about this? Can we talk
Sure.
about that? Okay,
Yeah,
so
I don't go shit.
like we might as well for the last 38
Team
minutes
privilege?
we've got
Are you gonna
here.
bring up team privilege?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring that up.
Oh boy.
So we got
This is getting
38
real.
minutes left here. Folks in the chat, go ahead and ask us whatever questions you want.
Yeah, this
We'll
is an AMA now, I guess, huh?
Like, we might as well just AMA the rest of this. Also, forgettable username rightly points out everyone out there's all Ludwig's eloquent post on Joystiq, and here it's all yippee-ki-yay. Yeah, so when we hired Sam Prell, he was a woman at the time, and a lesbian at that. So, you know, we were doing some good quota work. and then she goes ahead and tells us, nope. I'm gonna be a straight white dude now. And we're like, what did you just do? You went from Minority Report to Team Privilege. What?
Right.
Like, what? Why would you do that to us? So, thanks, Sam.
I'm very sorry for all the pain I have caused you by joining Team Privilege.
I was thinking that wouldn't override the hammer. I was wrong.
Yeah, I was too. That was kind of awesome. Thank you, Smash Brothers.
No! God damn it.
One of you knocked the smash ball out of me, and I'm really upset about that.
That was me!
Also, Suzek, you're
You want
getting
it
a lot
back?
of praise.
No! No!
Suzek, quiet. You're getting a lot of praise in the chat for your Joystiq Presents. Once again, amazing job
Amazing,
on that.
amazing.
Yes,
Yes,
those were fucking
Yes! Okay, I don't care about that right now. I just lost. Okay, I lost to Danny.
Wario's the best. Wario #1.
Ludwig, you'll be able to answer this one. Whose wedding was better this weekend, yours or Zav's?
Ooh.
Zav's was better. It was on a beach.
Oh yeah, that's hard.
Plus,
That's hard to
it didn't
compete with.
destroy the sanctity of marriage.
Getting
What
real
the-
here. I
No,
like
that
this.
is
hold on.
bull. That was bull.
Richard,
Let's,
what was that, man?
this is
what
He
happened
didn't
there?
jump. My second jump failed.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Aw, Pikachu looks so cute. I really wish, I wanna state this again, I know I've said this before, I really wish they included cosplay Pikachu in this game. Because, like, Pikachu dressed as a luchador is the best thing ever.
Oh, here's a good one from Mythander. Was there anything y'all ever weren't allowed to publish? Anything that got killed by AOL for any reason that you regret or were unhappy about? Nope.
Yeah,
No.
Nope.
Never-
I have
Never happened.
one. I have one
They
that
kinda
we
left
didn't
us
run.
alone.
Oh,
Oh.
Jess, what was it?
The Gamergate piece.
Oh.
I said the words. Oh no, they're coming.
Oh.
Yeah, no, we had a very measured approach to how we would handle this fringe group of weird people. And Ludwig's post was wonderfully said, and we ran that one. But I also have one.
Right. We were debating running both. We were debating how we were going to handle it because it was
What
just
they
hitting a
said,
point where
yeah.
we had to address it. Right.
Yeah.
That's okay, Jess. They still found you. So.
And I think it's worth noting that like we all had a say in the conversation, and not all of us agreed. Some of us were against the idea of running anything, and I think that's reasonable. It's more than reasonable.
I think when Ludwig touches on this in his piece, but how baffled we were always baffled that when people were like compiling lists of all the social justice warrior websites, and we were always left off the list every time. It's like, I don't understand this. Like, we write about like LGBT issues, and it's just crazy.
I've worked with so many different editors and so many different outlets over the past decade that it was so shocking to come into Joystiq and see how, like, amazingly everyone communicated. Like, the fact that the campfire existed and that everybody was in communication with each other all day, every single day
that's
that we were
completely
operating.
solid.
I'm so sorry about this stage, you guys. This is all my fault.
Actually, I think I might have picked this one too.
Oh, good. I'm glad that you chose a custom stage from my game somehow.
Oh wait, no, this isn't a custom stage.
Oh man,
yes,
back!
Back! God! No!
Time to eat everybody.
Danny, stay away!
I actually...
Pac-Man's hungry. Oh.
Fat Albert also.
Here comes Pac-Man!
Oh my god.
I actually want to handle one thing head on about the whole Gamergate thing, because...
Stay up by my Pokemon! You get him!
Richard!
Yeah.
I want to say one thing about the whole Gamergate thing, because, again, we stayed out of it, we didn't get involved, like, it was a whole thing. But, of course, we weren't on any sites, we weren't on any lists or anything along those lines, and then when it was announced that Joystiq was ending, suddenly...
it was all them.
It was all Gamergate's doing, and how we were so unethical and just terrible. And again, we've had our ethics statement public for about a half decade now. Like we have, like, it was so. I'd like to take that one head on. That Joystiq getting shut down had nothing to do with Gamergate.
Not even in the remotest sense.
Not even the most remote sense. It had nothing to do.
Danny, you bitch! Sorry.
So close.
It had a little to do with Danny being a bitch, but
it wasn't about traffic either, because any PR marketing folk in the industry will tell you that it had nothing to do with our traffic.
Yeah.
It basically came down to AOL consolidating, to 3 core brands, which are Huffington Post, Engadget, and TechCrunch. And we are not Huffington Post, Engadget, or TechCrunch. And that's it. That's the business rationale behind it. So please, feel free to go out to the outer realms, and whenever anyone brings up any other reason that Joystiq got shut down, please correct them on that.
Yeah.
Seriously, we have no reason to hide it at this point. I mean,
we've got no reason to make this up. Like, that is what happened. We were not one of those brands, so that's the part of consolidation, and here we go.
But yeah, I mean,
and if you need help forming the argument, because people will come up with all sorts of conspiracy theories, and it's hard to argue with conspiracy theorists because they have an answer for everything. So if you need help with that, my recommendation is to just make the longest fart sound you possibly can.
Solid business advice.
For example, Zigzag One says, "Do you regret not talking about ethics issues?" We talked about it
all the time.
We talked about it a lot.
About it so openly. And on X3F, on the Joystiq podcast, going all the way back to the Luddy McElroy, Grant days. We always openly discuss this stuff. We openly discuss everything. And we had an ethics statement.
People wanted to hear. That's the thing.
I mean, go ahead, Mike. Sorry to interrupt.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah.
I mean, during the week when Richard ran his wonderful essay about why we were dropping review scores, correction, by the way, everybody, dropping review scores also didn't have anything to do with it. But when we ran that, we also on Twitter and Facebook and basically every one of our outlets reran our ethics statement like multiple times a day for a week. And, you know, people still were like, why did you talk about ethics? We did, constantly.
Well, and the other part of it is that, because I remember what I was going to say now, the other part of it is that talking about ethics in this business is so freaking boring now. That's all anybody ever does.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm more interested in talking about... I'm more interested in talking about topics surrounding games and games culture and approaching things differently and actually doing the job. Like, that's what I want to do. No navel gazing constantly, you know?
I mean, don't get me wrong, I love navel gazing. Like,
sure, me too.
Especially when
You do
it's
have a very
Tingle.
nice navel.
Hey,
Depends on the navel, right?
all depends on the navel.
I'd argue that
On-
we have
on
the
the
best
subject
navels
of,
in the
um,
industry, or had at least.
I'm so glad we got that off our chest. Like, I'm just so happy. Because, like, it's been bothering me, like, since this whole thing came out, that it's like, no, let me give you the rational business explanation for why all of this happened. And yes, it's stupid, but it's rational.
On the
Yep,
subject
yep.
of navel gazing, I saw a question in the chat from Forgettable Username. What's your favourite joystick pun headline?
Ooh,
And I think that's
Oh
good
God.
to start off with, surely. Like, my favourite of yours, Liddy, was in an Assassin's Creed article. It wasn't the headline, but you described the protagonist as a coarse heir. As in a heir to the throne. And it's one of my favourite things you've ever written. And
You got some love from Penny Arcade for that one, too,
Yeah,
right?
I got
Liddy?
some people send me emails about that one, so you know it was good.
I backed out of the room for whoever wants to jump in.
Yeah,
I backed out too, so there's room for 2 more now.
just me and Sam, whoever wants to get in.
One of my big
come
favorites was.
I found out that if you look at that Penny Arcade from last week, the one about us, I found out that was me.
Yeah,
I've been
Dude,
immortalized.
how is that even a question? It looked exactly like you.
Well, not anymore. I thought it was Luddy at first, and then because I forgot that, I wear those clothes sometimes.
Yeah,
Ben Gilbert hit me up on AIM. He's just like, that was your one chance to get immortalized in Penny Arcade, and they didn't use you. They used Sam. I was like, oh.
Oh, I used to work for them.
I think one of my favorite ones was also a Ludwig post, and oh man, it was before I even got hired, so this had to be like maybe 4 years ago or so. But the headline was "Too human, so many percent off at GameStop." It was like 80% off or something, and the entire body of the post was a YouTube video of from the 60s Batman movie, of Batman running around with that enormous bomb, trying to get rid of it and like trying to throw it and stuff, and like, oh, he can't because there's nuns, or he can't because there's ducks, and then right at the end of the clip he says, some days you just can't get rid of a bomb, and that was the whole post. There was no text whatsoever.
I think that was one of a couple times that got used because I think it was first used for Haze. I think it was like,
it was Haze.
Oh my god!
There was also a story where Activision denied that they were working. Well, they said they had no plans to announce for the next Call of Duty, even though it leaked. And I just ran a post with a clip from The Naked Gun where the fireworks factory is exploding in the background, and Leslie Nielsen saying like, "Nothing to see here, folks. Absolutely nothing to see
I
here."
think there was
Wait, the best one.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Okay, go ahead.
The one about the next Gran Turismo.
That's what I was gonna say, damn it!
I was gonna say J.C. Fletcher wrote, "Your grandkids are gonna love it."
That's all. That's the entire
That's all.
That's good.
Your
I love
grandkids are
JC.
going to love it.
So good.
That was the best part of PAX South, man. Actually getting to hang out with JC finally.
JC's amazing.
Just a wonderful human being.
Man. Ned, did you make it so you can't grab the edge in this level?
Kinda. Sorry. It's my mission to get everyone to like taste my terrible, terrible custom level. Because it's awful. I completely apologize how bad this is.
Whoa!
Yeah, you just missed that, Richard. That was awesome. Yeah, for a second, Nex, I thought this was the custom level I made, and I was like, but Crap Town has lava all over it.
Yeah, mine's more apocalyptic.
Oh God!
I feel
Got
that
a
adds to
little
the
channel
terribleness.
at the bottom. People just bounce in it. It's crazy.
Right? I know. And then the game actually slows down. I got the game to ruin its frame rate.
Grey Wolf Joystiq says, "Are there any stories that you regret?" And I have one answer for this. I'm trying to remember the game, but I believe this was at a PAX where I had interviewed a developer, and they, I can't remember what country they were from originally.
Damn it!
They might have been like Denmark or something. I'm gonna have to look it up. But anyways, they told me this amazing story. I was interviewing them about how they lived in this classroom.
Curry, it's so hot.
They lived in this classroom
That's hot,
while they
Curry.
were making their game, and like they were like getting kicked out or something like that. And like it was this really cool story. And then I found out, you know, they gave me like these assets and stuff. And then I look on their website, they have everything all like listed out there for their backstory and all that.
Oh, I have the reflect badge.
Oh, you bitch!
And so basically,
Sorry.
like,
I'm so sorry, Mike. I'm so sorry. That was just. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please continue.
The short story is basically, I felt like I was getting played. Like, I mean, it was one of those things where it's just like, I had quotes and it was still original, but after everything was kind of said and done, I thought I had this awesome story, and it was really like, that's the thing that they were ready to tell people because they wanted to get press. And like, that's something that, you know, sometimes you don't always see coming, but
Yeah.
man, I was pissed about that one.
I know
You got
there
played,
were-
son.
I don't know specifically what they were because the story I'm going to tell is about things that didn't happen. But there were a couple of times that Joystiq was one of the outlets that avoided, like, the manufactured news story that like NeoGAF tried to put together to fool game outlets.
Yeah.
There were a couple times that we were, you know, one of the outlets that didn't fall for that, which I'm very proud of.
There was CAG as well. Cheap Ass Gamer also had a fake one.
They had a contest.
Yeah, they had a contest.
What was it?
It was they put out a fake story. It was basically getting the audience to create fake stories and see who would pick it up. And we never got tricked into any of those things.
Not quite a like story I regret or anything, but it just so happened that Jess wrote a story about some indie developers at like the exact same time that I wrote a story about indie developers when I was at Penny Arcade. So I had to completely redo my story and call them back and find a new angle because she scooped me. She scooped me good.
This is what I do.
Oh, Shadow.
Oh, Shadow, gotta go fast.
Shouldn't they have
Jess,
guns or something?
I was gonna say, yeah, they gave the hedgehog guns.
Yeah, right?
I want to
Because
ask.
But yeah,
he's
Jess,
black,
if you're
he's
curious as to
easy.
which one that was the one where
That was
Robot Loves Kitty. Yeah.
Treehouse. Yeah.
Yep.
I know.
Alexander,
Oh, I know.
They're lovely, by the way.
They are. They have like really cool ideas and great chemistry. They're fun to talk to.
Yep.
Just good people.
Oh, I missed. Oh, I terribly missed. I'm staying away from you.
Oh, wow, jeez. That was unbelievable.
Not next. You.
Alexander, I
from
got
now
a
on,
question
I would
from
like
the stream that I'm going to
to
ask you. So Regio wants to know what's the best news story you broke first, and I think since you've done news for so long, it'd be interesting to get your answer for
That's
that.
got to be everything you did with 38 Studios,
Yeah,
right?
38 Studios, man. That was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, 38 is definitely the one. Is definitely the resume maker one. But I mean, the other stuff that people forget is we were on top of the Red Ring of Death for
Wow.
like we were way on top of that. We were so on top of that before Chris Grant, we had another editor-in-chief who actually tried to wave me off that story.
Really?
And I said no, and kept pursuing it. And obviously it became, you know, one of the biggest non-recalls, but totally
God, get
a
away
recall.
from me, you freak!
Come to me,
Oh
my
God,
Pokemon.
Richard, no!
Come to me. See, they love me.
But yeah, I would say the Red Ring of Death was huge. Obviously, the Sony hack was a big deal. In terms of, and then there's just sort of like weird situations that are like things that we did collaboratively. Like there were, 38 Studios. By the time like it really started rolling, like I was down in Rhode Island and the press conference was going on, and like I'm feeding all this information back to Jess, and Jess is getting it all like written up,
We
it
thought
was.
Don't Nod was called Donut. Is that what you're talking about?
No, he was just really
That's
hungry.
this one, right? Yeah.
Yeah. There was also THQ, which was a which was a sort of a slow burn, but once it got going,
oh God, get him, please! Damn it!
There was clearly something going on there.
Come to me, my space invader.
I think
I don't know about a specific, like, I'll think of something I'm really proud of, but I've always admired us, like, when we... God, what a shame.
Pokemon!
I always admired us when we did this, but, like, if we're trying to do a live blog and the internet doesn't work, and you're literally just text messaging someone so that they can get the story up, like, that's how we did the last Nintendo special press conference at E3, where they broke Project Steam. I'm like texting Jess.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, because we were in that theater and there was just no internet.
Well, they said it's not allowed.
Yeah, and it was like the last 5 minutes of E3. I'm getting all these texts like, oh my gosh, okay, I still have to work, right? And keep going, and that was fun actually. That worked out pretty well.
Yeah, it did.
Thomas and I'm pretty proud of how Thomas and I handled the PlayStation Experience event, because that happened on a weekend. We had no idea what it is going to be, and we thought it was just going to be a whole bunch of trailers and promos and, fluffy crap like that.
We just got ran over for 2 hours by news. It was just non-stop.
But I think you and I handled it pretty well.
Dude, you guys got killed that weekend. Your traffic was unbelievable because you were on top of everything. Like, Grim Fandango, Yakuza, like, Suikoden 2. Like, you guys had everything seconds after it broke. And nobody else did. You guys killed that day.
Yeah, I've wanted to say, I should have said this maybe sooner, but both of y'all have made me tremendously proud with how well you've handled the weekends. Like, it is not an easy thing to do, to be a two-person team that has that much responsibility and to run the whole website by yourself. Especially when you're both working other jobs and have other responsibilities and stuff, and you guys killed it.
Thanks, Jordan.
Thank you. It's so nice.
Since we're tooting our own horns, like actually, I feel like it's more tooting Joystiq's horn because I think it's something that Alexander imparted to me, and it was the whole Playfish thing. If you remember, Alexander, where we were looking at this story about EA closing a few Playfish games, and every other website was just saying, "Oh yeah, they closed a few games," but we actually bothered to do a bit of research and look, and we quickly realised that they were shutting down the entire company, and we beat everyone to that because we actually bothered to look at the stuff, and it was that kind of thoroughness which you, Alexander, really made me put into my work. So, thank you for that.
I also I owe Alexander a huge debt and thanks because personally, the thing I am most proud of my year with Joystiq is I think that we've done something special with our streams. I'm very, very proud of Joystiq Streams. It's sometimes been a little janky. Sometimes what we've attempted to do hasn't run as smoothly as we would have liked, but I feel like we have something unique on Twitch. We're not the lone, streamer who's on for 6 hours a day, but we're not also like, let's check out this new Nintendo product. Oh, it has multiplayer and DLC. Like, we have our own little corner, and it's ours, and we built it together. And I don't think it would have happened had Alexander not called me on my very first day and just start yelling at me. A perfect stranger, we've never spoken in our lives. And he's like, you know what you're gonna do, Agnello? You're gonna go in there and you're just gonna own streaming. You're gonna own our channel. You just have to take it over, and that's gonna be your thing because video's the future and you're gonna handle it. And when I finally got a word in edgewise after 53 minutes, I was like, but I've never done any live streaming. I've never even put a video on YouTube in my
I'm not entirely sure what it is.
I don't know what's going on. And Alexander's just like, shut up. You're gonna do it.
You shut up and be inspired.
You shut up and you go do it. And then, hell, yeah, 2 weeks later, we did our first Don't Starve stream, and the rest is history.
Anthony, can I just say that, like...
I really liked... Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Thomas.
Yeah. So, I'm in the camp that hates Let's Plays and doesn't understand... Like, people that bet against bottled water, like, I'm one of those people when Let's Plays and Twitch started happening. I was like, oh, it'll never happen. And then it became this big thing. And I was still of that mind until you showed up. And I think, like, however your presentation works, it's one of those things that pulled me in. So, if you don't like talking to people or putting videos on YouTube, just know that you're really good at it. Just throwing that out there.
Thank you. Thank you, Thomas. That means a lot.
I was gonna say my favorite. I don't know if this was a question anybody asked or not, but I think I want to say that my favorite stream that we did was probably either the Halo 5 beta or just because you went into that other person's chat room and said that our dads were playing, and that's why we were so bad.
That stream was like half looking at a menu and then half getting owned by that one guy.
So that one or the Titanfall stream where it ended with us escaping or so nearly escaping, and then as our evac vehicle was taking off, the other team blew us to bits.
We have a GIF of that, right?
Yeah,
we do.
I don't think it made it into the album, but it's around.
I'll put it in the chat, and I'll upload it somewhere. Put it in the chat. 1 second.
I'm just gonna warn everybody. The game picked Jigglypuff for me.
Awesome.
I'll always remember the Borderlands Halloween DLC stream that we did, Richard.
Yeah.
Where we were
Wait, hold on. I need to give you a little background here before you go any further. If there is any publisher that called us up more times to be like, we thought we had a good relationship, you guys totally, it would be 2K, because I got in trouble for the Strauss-Zelnick diaries, and then we got in trouble for the whole entire Borderlands thing. So please continue with Borderlands.
So the plan was that there was new Borderlands 2 DLC coming out, and we had both purchased the game recently because of a Steam sale, and we were like, yeah, okay, well, like, they'll send us a code and we'll do it. And like Richard asked, do we need to be a specific level for this, or does it scale? And they said it scales. And so we both thought, okay, cool, because like we had both only played the game for like an hour, maybe. Like I don't remember what our levels were, but like I was level like 10 and Richard was level 8 or something. And so we get on to do the stream, and it is just an hour of us banging our heads against a brick wall because everything is so over-leveled for where we are. And I thought it was a really great stream because against all odds, well, we didn't really manage to do anything that day, but the next day we came back for a second stream and had leveled some more, and it was still super difficult, but against all odds we managed to take down the Pumpkinhead boss.
Oh, please, yes! I'm sorry. That was incredible.
Damn you, Richard.
So someone in the chat mentioned that EA would be the one we would get in trouble with. No. Let me tell you, the one time we got an incident with EA was
is this the Battlefield?
It was the Battlefield reveal.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. That was awful.
Yeah.
I remember this. Okay, go on. Sorry. This is another one of me sitting somewhere else and just writing the stories that someone is telling me.
Right.
Like
so
yelling in my ear.
So we're seeing Battlefield 4? Yes. Let's go with 4.
Yeah,
We were seeing Battlefield 4 for the first time. And that was the whole press F to cut off his leg. And it was all this focused on the single player. It was garbage. It was garbage. So there I am, after the thing, and a compatriot of Michael Pachter, analyst to the Stars, asked me what did I think about it, and I was just like, it looks like garbage. This is not what Battlefield is supposed to be about. Who then informs Michael Pachter, who then informs Rick Attillo, who's the CEO of the I think he was still CEO at that time, or he was had just announced he was leaving or something along those lines. And all my interviews were canceled. And there I was fighting with them in the lobby for 2 hours. And they're just sorry, there's no time for you. And I was just they're just we can't have you going in there and asking them why this looks like garbage. I was like, why not? Why don't you have an answer to why this looks like garbage? Because it looks like garbage.
Hey, Danny, Mike, or Luddy, I just dropped out of the room. If you want to jump in.
I'm kind of surprised I guess I shouldn't say surprised because they're professionals and it's their job to be professional, but Ubisoft, we gave Unity one of the lower scores, but they did get on my case a little bit about using art from their website as opposed to the art that they provided when Far Cry 4 was revealed.
I remember that.
But what's funny is if you search for Far Cry 4 now and you go to images, it's the Joystiq one, the one that I pulled from their website, is the second result, whereas the first is the cover art. They just didn't want us. They just didn't want us to use art that wasn't the art that they wanted.
That's always a fun conversation to have with people.
Mm-hmm.
It's no, but we want you to use this, and it's and Ubisoft. I don't know how many times they've asked us to do this, but we found out that Ubisoft is the first publisher we can think of that has done the reverse bullshot, where they've remastered, what was it, Heroes of Might and Magic? Something like that. And they showed the old screenshots of what it looked like on PC a few years ago or whatever. These incredibly pixelated characters and everything. And then it's now here's what it looks like now that we've remastered it. And you find out after the fact that the old version that they showed doesn't look nearly as bad as they made us believe.
Oh, Electronic Arts. What would we do without
that was Ubisoft.
Oh, that was Ubi.
Yeah.
Ubi.
Speaking of working with developers, Zigzag wants to know how working with Nintendo was.
Well, that depends how well is their system doing.
Yeah, that implies some kind of interaction between the two entities. I don't know.
Zigzag, let me put it this way. When we got Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, inside was a sheet of paper that says embargoed information. This is very common. This comes with almost all review copies of big games. On the list, it says, do not reveal the following characters. And then there were 10 characters. Things that were unlocked already. And meanwhile, this is weeks after the game has been out in Japan. And there are freaking playthroughs of the game with all of the characters. There is no mystery left. And they're do not reveal Duck Hunt Dog. You cannot reveal Duck Hunt Dog. But Nintendo, the internet exists. No, it doesn't. The internet isn't real.
So here's a little behind the scenes about the video game industry. No one from any region talks to anybody else from another region.
Nope.
As a publisher.
They sure don't.
Sony Europe has no idea what Sony America is doing. It is hilarious.
Richard, can you tell the story about how Ben got the PS Vita hands-on at TGS?
Oh, yeah. Is it that we were scheduled for an appointment and they were telling us we had to come back the next day or something? Was that
No,
the one I'm thinking of?
No, that was when you and me were there.
Okay. I don't remember this story.
It was. I wasn't at this TGS, but this is how the story was related to me by Richard. It was that y'all had set up an appointment to get a hands-on time with the PS Vita.
Yes, I do remember this actually.
Okay, well, yeah, take over.
Well, I mean, the end of the story is that so JC and I are there. We're talking to these Sony Japan PR reps, and now I know why you brought this up. We had set up our appointment with American Sony PR and said, we're going to come by the booth and check out the Vita, because that's on the second floor where like all the press get to have like some special alone time with things. And so we go there, and they're like, they have no idea who we're talking about, because I don't remember who we set it up with, but I'll say his name was Jeff. And I'm like, oh, but we set this appointment up with Jeff from Sony America. And they're like, who? Like, they didn't know who we were talking about. And then I think Kotaku was there too, and they were like, you're gonna have to come back tomorrow, or something like that. And Ben Gilbert is something of a brash human being. And basically, he was like, no, we have an appointment today to go upstairs and see it. And they're like, sorry, you're gonna have to come back tomorrow. And basically, he's just like, no, I'm gonna go upstairs and go see it. And he just he walks past this Japanese PR person who is, culturally trained to be incredibly polite at all times. And they just don't know how to deal with this situation, and just kind of let him go. Just let him go up there, and so he gets his hands on with the with the PlayStation Vita, before it was released here. It's pretty wild.
God bless Ben Gilbert.
Man. So we have 3 minutes left on.
I'm gonna tell the Capcom story. Screw
yeah,
it.
no, do it.
So Capcom used to have these things called Captivate, where they would fly journalists to super fancy places like Hawaii and whatever like that all around the world. This is back in the junket days.
And you live on a cruise ship. And,
right. So once again, Joystiq doesn't do junkets. So we wouldn't attend. So anyway, this one was in Monte Carlo. Okay. And we obviously couldn't go. So I had, again, we never went to junkets anyway. So I made the deal that I do with pretty much everyone that had junkets back in those days, is that okay, we can't attend this because we don't do junkets, but we would like to be able to obtain the assets and get it up there whenever the embargo is over. And Universal, this is back in the days of Midway and Acclaim and everything else. And universally, they'd be like, sure, that's cool, totally awesome. So Capcom agrees to this, and we're good to go. And then 2 days before the embargo is up, now everyone else from everywhere else is back from their Monte Carlo trips, and I ask for the assets, and they're like, sorry, we can't give them to you. You didn't go on the junket. And I said, no, that's not what we agreed to. And they're like, no, you didn't go on the junket, so we can't give you the assets. What? And then I basically was like, no, get me someone right now. This is not the way this works. This is not what we agreed on. So I basically said, I'm going to make it my mission for the next 48 hours to hunt down these assets, find your FTP, and I will publish them immediately when I find them. So they call up Chris Grant, and this is by far, I have to hand it to Chris Grant for this one. They call up Chris Grant, and they're like, Alexander just threatened us. And he's like, no, he didn't threaten you. He told you exactly what's going to happen. So you can now make the decision. You can either give us the assets when the embargo is over, or before the embargo is up, so that we can get the things out, or you can test to see if he's going to get the assets before then, and he will just go ahead and publish them. 10 minutes later,
we had access to the FTP and got everything like organized and together, and we were good to go when the embargo was up. So, thanks, Capcom.
That rules.
As far as now, having like having a good industry story, I love that we've always sort of been able to provide you guys with a little bit of an honest window into the strange world that we have been lucky enough to be a part of. It is 5:01, which brings us to the end of today's Joystiq Streams and of Joystiq Streams. It has been an absolutely wonderful year. Please follow all of us on Twitter. You can find us very easily. There are a lot of names, so I won't rattle them off right now. But we are not done. Not by a long shot. And we will do new things. They will be different. But they will be good.
And Sonic the Hedgehog did win in the end.
And Sonic the Hedgehog... Sonic the Hedgehog did freaking go fast. God, that is... cannot believe that ended with a Sonic win.
What do you mean? Go to hell! I was in control of Sonic. He is my main go-to guy. He's got to go fast.
Yeah, everybody. Thank you so much for being here with us this entire time. Mike, Danny, Jess, Richard, Alexander, Sam, Sinan, Bloody, Nex. Thank you,
Thomas.
guys. Thomas. I'm sorry.
Susan is not here.
Susan, who's not here, and Zav, who isn't here. I love you guys so fucking much, and this has been a very, very real honor. It's a beautiful ship. I suggest you go down with it.
Phrasing.
Everybody, don't stop following us, because we're not going anywhere. Thank you so much.
Near.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye. Thanks for everything.
Good night.
Where you are. Love you guys.
I'm trying to do a sad, like a sad one, Is everybody pressing X to joystick?
Anthony.
They're pressing X to pay respects.
Anthony.
Alexander.
Are we still on?
Alexander, are we still live? We're still live. And
Push
now
the
we're,
button, Anthony.
And now we're done. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.